That's funny.
Guys, you have to believe us. You have to believe us. That
Okay.
was not pre-recorded.
Some FNAF 6 tunes. FNAF 6 songs.
See, I was always wondering, when did you get copyrighted for doing the movies?
Yeah, I will,
Was
but
that
I'll just
Withered
I'll just
Circle?
remove the intro.
Hi, Withered Circle.
Hey, Withered.
What's up? My headphones are still exploded, so I'm gonna be
He's
here with
holding up
one
to
earphone.
his ear the whole time.
That's okay.
Bring this
That's okay.
down.
See, I always wondered if the movie music would copyright you.
The movie will, I think. This should be fine. All right, how is everybody's volume, chat?
Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3.
How is everyone's
1, 2, 3.
volume?
Green
Withered-
Afton, Green Afton, Green Afton.
Okay, is everyone's volume good? Good. All right.
Thank you for
it's
joining us,
good.
FB. If it wasn't for you, our orchestra wouldn't have been completed.
True. Still optimal. Okay. Chat, welcome the freak back to T-Dread's complaining about the movie. Except this time we're going to do constructive criticism, because last time everyone was like, I was too mean. And you know what? Fair. I thought the movie was kind of buns. So this
For
time...
context,
Same.
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty fun. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, well, we don't respect you.
Oh no,
so-
I enjoyed it.
Wait,
No,
that's
I
true.
enjoyed it. I just thought it was bad.
Yeah.
Charlie
That's
87 theorist here, by the way.
So the goal of today is to offer some ways they could have fixed the movie without changing the general structure or adding and removing characters. So this means we can't add another subplot that's like Michael goes to Denny's and he meets new characters at the den. You know, we got to keep it within the confines of
So, can we move them around?
Matthew Lillard circles. Crazy. Can we move them around? Yes. Also, spoiler warning. I should probably put that in the title.
True. Spoiler warning. Spoiler warning.
True.
I
Can
think the
we,
title
like,
makes it
take-
obvious, but sure.
Can we take the science
you
fair
fix that.
project, bring it to the very beginning of the movie? Would that be possible?
I think we can use the science fair project to build like
The science fair
foreshadowing.
project it will be good. It's good for building tension. I just think I would have done it differently.
Okay. I
'Cause,
put spoilers. Add Andrew and
I do
remove
it
all the
here-
other characters. Wholly optimal.
Inside
Not game
of
capture.
the
audience. There
movie,
we go.
we have certain acts for everything that occurs. We can basically move these acts around. We can expand and shrink them, maybe, but we can't physically remove an act, and we can't
Yes.
add an act.
Okay. So the opening with Matthew Lillard doing the like, "Are you ready to start the show?" Right? That remains completely the same. That's fine.
That was good. That
First
was good.
scene-
I liked
The
it.
intro sequence is perfect.
Completely the same.
This is the purple
The
god.
intro
You
sequence
mean
is
the
perfectly
one with T-Dread 207th
Specifically-
bone? What? Okay. Anyways, yeah. Okay. So what we'll do, right?
Everything up until Charlie's death is perfect.
Okay.
It
So
does
we're
not-
already wrong. So we're already just wrong.
No. The
Yes.
pacing is perfectly fine.
No.
I don't see any.
Okay,
I don't see
okay,
Any issue. What's your
okay.
issue with it?
Okay. Accidental death? No way. William Afton luring a kid back, bonking him on the head, and washing his hands in the sink. What are we doing? We're
I
going
don't
to
know if you're gonna
create
allow
a
me to do
scenario.
Oh, okay.
We are going to create a scenario where it
Okay,
is
fine, fair
one,
enough.
realistic that the parents deny Charlie's request, and two, realistic that William Afton doesn't actually murder that kid.
I don't know if you'll allow me to do this, because this was my original concept, and I don't, because this character is in the movie, but he wasn't there at that time. I had a lot of ideas for this.
Oh, wait, hold on. I got
when
donations.
TJ
I'm a fraud.
Okay.
Gremlin said... Oh, no, I already read that one. Add a third act, please. We'll think about it.
When TJ said how Charlie was gonna die, he worded it like she dies because of the stage's trapdoor falling through. That's what killed her.
Yes, we should do that. That's how it should be.
That idea
Yeah.
of her falling down into the puppet room in something like the box or something down
Just
there.
snap her neck.
like, kills her.
Yeah.
Yes.
That easy.
felt
Don't
like
don't
a
have the
much
3 stab.
more-
Literally just go and Photoshop out the stab wounds from that scene, and it's perfect. Just
Yes,
have her
what I
fall
would've
into the
done.
trapdoor and snap her neck.
Because
That easy.
then you can use
Yeah.
William pulling a lever or something on the trapdoor
Yes,
as
yes.
how he
Yep.
killed her.
And that way, it could
And
actually be seen
it's
as an
an actual
accident,
accident.
unlike getting
Yeah. it was
stabbed.
just, it was a stage accident. You know,
Yep.
the trapdoor
Yep.
just malfunctioned. She fell through it.
Okay, so we'll have Charlie dies of fall damage. Charlie dies of
That was our prediction before the
fall
movie,
damage.
wasn't it? That it would
Yeah,
be
and
an
it was
accident
better than what
when we
actually
went for
happened.
the trapdoor. Yeah, it was actually.
Okay.
Other additions that I wanted to make.
No, I agree
was-
about the whole William Afton bonking the kid on the head thing. It's a bit silly.
I would have really liked seeing Henry in the very beginning of the movie, and him be specifically the one that
okay.
ignores Charlie
But how do we...
about
No.
the kid being kidnapped.
Watch. Listen. The last scene of that opening sequence should be Henry, like a pan on Henry's face to kind of establish this character and tell the viewer, okay, this is someone that you need to keep an eye on later, right?
Yes.
Like after Puppet rises up with Charlie, you cut to Henry. It does like a dolly zoom on him or something, and then it just cuts to black and does.
Yeah,
the
but
intro
see,
sequence.
then the audience is gonna hate him too much. They're gonna be like, look at this
yeah, but
jackass.
he has to be. They're trying to make him bad, right? Because he was going on
Yes.
about his whole like,
'Cause we're
oh, I'm such
supposed
a
to
bad
understand
person. I'm a
what
bad father.
We're supposed to understand Charlie's
He
motivations.
needs
for
to be
disliking-
occupied with something. He can't just be... He needs to be occupied
That's
with work. He
100%
can't
what I
be
thought.
sitting at the table
I
having a
think-
beer.
Yeah.
Like, all right, Charlie, go
Yeah,
die.
Yeah, it has to be.
Actively working on an animatronic.
Okay.
And that be
Actively working
him
on an animatronic,
ignoring
yeah.
her
Oh,
as
oh,
she's
oh, oh.
saying, "Hey, I
The
just saw a kid
toys,
get
the
kidnapped."
toys aren't on stage anyway, so maybe he's getting the toys ready for performance because the toys aren't on stage anyway in
he's
the
working
opening.
on-
That would work.
Okay,
That would work.
we can do
Yeah.
that.
Also establishes their AI and stuff. Like you could have a little Easter egg of like AI blueprints
So, yeah.
behind.
Henry
like, little tech stuff.
prioritizing working on toys instead of Charlie. There we go.
You can also reference the art.
True,
as shitty
TD
as the
Watchers.
artist may be, you could make the specific toy Freddy, just to match it up with the blueprints, the Freddy blueprints on the drawing.
Okay, so Henry is in parts and service working on the toys. Once Charlie dies, we can have a scene of him running out of parts and service and being like, oh, right? But we have him present in the building, and that fits with his character, because he later will say, like, I was too busy with work, more busy with work than my little girl. So that's good, that fits. Charlie dies of fall damage, so it can actually be played off as an accident rather than... Oh, wait, is this a knife? Oh, ouch! Oh, man, oh, no, again?
yeah.
I accidentally fell on it 3 times. Okay. Okay.
Because that is a genuine reason for replacing buildings. Because if the specific stage and stage malfunctions were the cause of the accident,
Yes, yep.
then it makes the most sense to then replace the building with one that doesn't have a stage.
Yes,
that
yes.
has the
Or a
trapdoor.
trapdoor, yep.
Exactly.
Yes.
Okay,
That's
now
why
for the hard
puppet is
part.
taking away everything.
Add Andrew here, I'm unsubbing. Don't forget Spam 14, TD
What?
Watchers.
What?
I'm not putting, they said put Andrew in the movie. No. Okay. Okay, now for the hard part. How do we get... Can we just have Charlie not... No, because she has to hate parents. Okay. But it also has to be not so stupid that I just can't believe it. So how do we get Afton luring the boy backstage and Charlie
it's the
wanting to
fact that
investigate
they-
that, but the parents don't listen? How do we get that done
it's the
without it
fact
being so dumb?
There needs to be an establishing scene
We
when
need
we open
to
on
pull-
Charlie. When we see her, it's already like told to us that people don't want to be around her. Instead of just doing, we should do show don't tell, where there's a scene of her being annoying to parents or annoying to kids around her or something that makes.
Oh
people
wait,
not
no!
wanna listen to
3D
her.
Tech
And
Gamers
then
got
play
it.
into that in the
3D Tech
dialogue.
Gamers got it. Make the parents say, "Go ask your dad," because Henry would be in the building. But
Yeah.
only
True,
only
true.
Charlie knows internally. My dad's always busy. I don't want to disturb him.
I want that to
Yeah.
be the
There.
only actual interaction the parents have with her, other than
No,
just
like
brushing-
for 5 parents to all say the same thing is a
Yes.
bit silly as well.
because having them all directly face her and say, "Go bother somebody else about it." That's so no, we don't. need that. We don't need-
Have one of them go to get. Have one of the parents actually go to get. No, that wouldn't work. Because if the parents are going to get Henry, then they're taking action to help. Ah.
See, this movie's writing is so flawed we can't even fix it.
No, so I'm struggling because I just don't see a world where you're at a children's birthday party, meaning you probably have children and are celebrating children.
Maybe
and then you're
she
like,
rambles a
I
lot
hate you,
instead of
Charlie. I'm not
immediately saying
listening.
a
Kidnapping
kid is in
impossible.
danger.
Never heard of such a thing.
It's by changing a little bit of Charlie's characterization. Specifically, one of the things that people have always done with like Fan and Bite Victim in order to convey like his fear and stuff was specifically adding in things like stuttering and being scared, crying, things like that of nobody's listening to me. I can't convey that a child just got kidnapped. So she's just saying the yellow rabbit. He took stuff like
Lock
that.
in.
Where she can't convey the idea. I know. Sorry. But where she can't convey the idea.
Yeah.
And nobody will listen to her.
All right, let me read some of chat's ideas. Make the parents drunk, wholly optimal. She should ask the parents.
Yeah, totally fine for
when
a
the
kid's
parents
birthday.
are all singing happy birthday and they can't hear her, so she has to go do it herself. See, this premise is inherently flawed because it's just dumb. It's like
it's stupid. It's just so contrived and
there's no way unless it's like a actual like Pennywise situation. There's no way that the parents there's like 25 to 50 of them in the room. There's no way statistically that everyone she asks is going to be like kidnapping. Freak you, dude. Like there's no way. There's just no way.
No, chat got it right on the money. Chat got it right on the
What's
money.
that?
Make it staff members, and then when she goes to kill people, it's specifically those staff members in the future.
What if hypothetically we just hold on. Security measures from the toys. Maybe she rambles a lot instead of immediately saying a kid's in danger. No, see the problem, Gremlin, is that the anger has to be justified. If Charlie walks up to the adults and goes,
she can barely get the words out of her mouth, so they brush her off to focus on the party.
This is what I mean, though, because if Charlie walks up and goes, then the motivation's not like when the audience sees her so angry later on. They're gonna be like, well, how are the adults supposed to know? It's such a hard motivation to justify because it's either too stupid or it's not their fault. So this is the problem that arises when you have some guy capturing a kid in broad daylight.
Because they do get what they were going for. They're going for
Correction.
toy animatronics. When they look at adults, they just stare. That's the whole point. They're trying to play on FNAF 2 of when they look at adults, they just stare.
Listen. What you do is you make the party happen. Instead of during the day, you make it happen at night during the closing hours when it's about to close. There's very few people, and barely anyone notices. So when you have like 1 or 2 adults to worry about, but Charlie is so like locked in on this kid being kidnapped that she just directs this anger towards just everyone. I genuinely think there is no good way to do this. This might be the only way that kind of makes sense. To make it happen late at night when there's less people there, and the only people that could possibly help her choose not to. Also, it makes sense for
why
William to
don't we
kidnap a kid
have
at
it?
night.
Why don't we have it later in the day, where only 1 or 2 parents are there, and they say, "Go ask your dad." That way, it's more believable.
Yeah.
If it's just like 2 people instead of a whole room.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's
What
the
I
only way to
do
fix
is-
it. I don't know how else to.
What I do is I'd make the first scene be like her like the scene that happens before she says the kids don't want her to be around, which is during the day, and then it fades to the scene at night, which is like when there's barely anyone there, and that's when Vanessa comes to talk to her to try to get her to, you know, hang out with them. And that's when she notices the kid getting kidnapped and all that.
She has to be angry at parents, though.
Yeah, exactly. And that's when she sees the kid get kidnapped, and she goes to the parents, and there's like 2 or 3 of them, and they all say no, like, go ask your dad, I'm busy right now, whatever.
That also matches the newspaper's FNAF 1, specifically saying that it was in the late hours of operation.
And if it's late at night, we can imply that the parents are like being irresponsible and drunk. If it's like a late party, we can imply that. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Especially as
So-
the original Freddy's.
Yeah.
Fredbear
Yeah.
have an implication
Dude,
of bars.
everyone drank and smoked everything in the 80s. So. Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. We'll do that then.
Security measures in place with toys. This is
At a
never
6-7
supposed to
joke.
never happen. Boy
Guys,
cried
we're trying to
wolf.
be a little more professional.
6, 7. Okay, so we'll say luring happens later in the night with only a couple parents present who, one, are drunk or are tipsy, and two, just tell her to get her dad, who's in the back. There you go. So, now
Also,
that's
if you
not
want them-
perfect. It is way better than what the film does. That is not perfect, but it is way better than
Yeah.
what the film does.
Yeah,
I watched the movie
that
3 times and saw nothing wrong with it. Are you insane?
No, there are definitely things that need to be fixed. Even as someone that liked it a lot more than everybody else, there were
Extremely
still
flawed
things that
movie.
needed fixed. Because I'm not going to sit here and tell you not to watch it. I know other people will sit here and tell you not to watch it. I thought it was good.
No,
I
it's
think you'll
fun
like
to
it.
watch, but you can't have like the last scene with Michael Afton where he's like, "All right, break their bones. Michael can control the toys. So why did he let Charlotte out in the first place?"
Yeah. Trust me, there are rewrites I want to do for that specific section.
Why would parents be drunk? True, they yeah, they don't. Do they even serve? Hold on. Do they serve beer at Chuck E. Cheese? Do they serve beer at Chuck E. Cheese?
You should say did. You should say
On
did.
the
Times have
Freddy's
changed.
menu, on the Freddy's
Did
menu
they
of
serve
that
beer at
one,
Chuck
did
E.
it not have
Cheese
beer?
in 1980? Dang it, I don't think they had beer. Ah, we're so cooked.
Look
Wait,
at
what's
what
this?
they just put in VC.
Chuck E. Cheese's
there was
has
a page there
always
saying,
served
yeah.
beer and wine.
There's a bunch of pages, like, if you scroll up, it says that they did.
Where?
Like, in... Did your
Oh
arcade
wait,
serve
the
beer?
Chuck E. Cheese we had in town back in 83 sold beer as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they could totally get drunk.
On the FNAF movie, like, one menu, it distinctly has, at the bottom of beverages, beer.
Oh, for real?
even
Oh,
at
lock in.
Freddy's reopening, they had
Nice.
beer.
It's locked in.
So they most certainly
Me
could
when
have
I'm
been
midnight
drunk,
motoring.
especially at like 6 o'clock at night. They most certainly could have been.
That explains how William got drunk. He didn't go to
The,
juniors.
the person who asked that question just said, "Holy shit, beer is real in FNAF."
Yes.
See, chat, the fact that we're working this hard to justify it means that it's a terrible scene.
Yes.
The fact that we need to spend so long going, wait, how can this make sense? See, Pickle Pepper, the problem with that is that
Make
the parents
Charlie
are
a little
valid,
quirky,
right?
Which is
So,
why
do
the
we want to
parents
make...
don't believe her.
Okay. Do we
She's
want to make
always
Charlie a
talking
sympathetic
about seeing
character or
spooky
not?
things.
Because we could just
Or
make her, like,
Have her seek out Will.
wrong.
We need to make her wrong.
Okay,
Because the
okay.
important part
The
is
viewer to
both-
side with the protagonist. She needs to be wrong.
Yeah, but also this way you can
But
kind of
she needs to be wrong
understand...
in a
This way you can
realistic
kind of
way.
understand her.
Yeah. She needs to be understandable, but not right.
Make her sympathetic?
Sympathetic
Okay.
antagonist.
Okay, so we have to do this.
Because it's the same thing that you said earlier. You don't want the characters to just be stupid. That should not be the explanation for what's going on. It should never be, this person is acting stupid.
Wait! I locked in! I've locked in! Okay, okay. In the games... Hold. In the games, Charlie gets locked out of the pizzeria because she's getting bullied. So let's just make it so at this hour, only like the bully kids are left in the pizzeria and she asks their parents. Locked in.
That works.
True.
Yep. Only the bully families are left in the pizzeria. I'm locked in! I'm locked in, Scott! It took me... Wait, how long did it take me to think of something better than Scott? Oh, 12 minutes!
Wait, that's true.
That's very contrived. Okay, is that more contrived than walking up to like 5 people and being like, help, and they normal people are just like, no? Tell me, Gadget Guy Gary, what should I do? Wait, no, you were fine. Tell me, Fierden Z, what should I do? Tell me, illuminate me. What makes more sense? This, or going up to 5 completely normal adults and them all being like, I'm waiting.
We're not getting any good counter.
Oh, here we go.
This the purple guy's
Oh,
son.
like you said, this whole scene is chopped. The whole parents not having it all super dumb. Oh, that's the rule though, is I can't change the structure. A bully doesn't have bully parents. That's stupid. Yeah, but you could have. Oh no, yeah, because then the kids. No, it doesn't work. You're right. Dang it. The scene's
Just take
chopped.
the parent. I'd
It
say just take the
sucks!
parents
The
out of the
movie's
picture if they weren't so
terrible!
important.
Help!
Listen.
That is
It's
true.
this simple. Look, it's this simple. You draw a parallel to how it is in the games, where the only like people there are the bully kids and their parents, like you said, and no one likes Charlie. Like everyone hates her. Like she says that in the beginning of the movie. So those parents specifically just don't care about her or what she has to say. So they're the ones who dismiss her. It doesn't have to be that.
Yeah,
deep.
the
It's just,
parents
okay,
have to have
these-
learned
these
bullying
guys
from
suck.
somewhere. The parents have to, or sorry, the kids have to learn. Listen, chat.
Exactly.
I just can't think of anything better.
It's washed, but it's the
Yeah.
best option we have.
Just have a couple parents in the building and establish that they are terrible people. Right? Because you have no reason to think the parents she asks are bad prior to the fact that she is like that they say no to her. Okay, but see, the thing is, Deck, if I'm singing Happy Birthday at Chuck E. Cheese and some kid runs up and goes, holy shit, somebody got kidnapped, I'm gonna be like, oh, hold on, this probably is serious, you know? Like,
You know, in the movie, she never said there's a kid being kidnapped. She said there's a boy who needs your help, which to the parents says nothing. So that's like the one thing I have in defense of that scene. It's that she's stupid and never tells them that there's actually a kid being kidnapped.
okay, I think we have to make her wrong. I don't think there's a way to make her sympathetic. I don't think there's a way to make her sympathetic with the setup.
Since we've been sitting on this plot point specifically for a hot minute, even though it's not going to be the one that's chosen, thought I'd throw it out there. The idea that I had come up with earlier. This is where I would have introduced Michael to be the one that stops her from being able to go and save the kid.
Have a parent try to help her, but then why does she hate parents?
Yeah, she
She needs to hate
wouldn't
parents.
if
I
it-
think, okay,
it
listen.
sucks, it sucks, it sucks.
Listen. We can make her sympathetic in the sense that she is a child who got murdered, but her motivation cannot be sympathetic. Her motivation just needs to be wrong.
Yeah.
And I think we deliberately need to not justify it. Okay, so what was our previous idea? We had a previous idea.
They were just drunk.
yeah,
in the
have-
hours
have
and they
them-
said, fuck off.
We can have them tell her to get Henry, I think.
I mean, break off. Coffee season. Coffee season.
Why couldn't Charlie be wrong with her conclusion that parents were wrong? She's a kid misunderstood all the time. That's what I mean. I think we're going to make her wrong. I think we're going to make her incorrect.
Why couldn't
The
Charlie
specifically
be
the
wrong with her
characterization I want to
conclusion
have
that the
Vanessa
parents
have
were in the
later
wrong?
on is
She
specifically
is a
Mike
kid
being
and
like,
kids
Vanessa,
misunderstand
no,
things all
he's
the
fucking,
time.
he's freaking on. The yellow rabbit is not coming back. You're making everything up. So if we were to do that plotline, I think we'd be totally cool with Charlie, people thinking that Charlie's making it up. That the yellow rabbit, there's no yellow rabbit at Freddy's. What are you talking about?
Let's make her have a very active imagination with the animatronics that her father has created, and people will think that she's dreaming it up. Let's do that.
I was really wondering if we could go for more of a bite victim connection of saying, you know, she views the puppet as her friends. She views them as her friends.
I think Boy Who Cried Wolf is the best we can get.
This the purple guy's son.
Boy Who Cried Wolf, I think, is the...
also gives us an area to set up the motivation for the beginning of why no one wants to, like, hang out with her or anything. It could be that she just made up something.
Oh,
like,
and in that way, she actually parallels Abby, who she'll interact with later, who was also a very, like, imaginative kid that people were like, what's wrong with you?
Yes.
Peakness!
Where everybody also thought that she was lying about what was going on at Freddy's.
There we go. Okay. That's the best we can do. Make her very imaginative. Boy Who Cried Wolf. Right?
You know how Scott feels about his parallels.
Yeah. So she didn't I say interacts with Abby? Oh, parallels. I said a slur, sorry. Okay. Okay. Make her a liar. Yeah, I mean, it's tough. I don't know what else to do with it. I think we just have to make Charlie the weird kid. I'm keeping it a buck.
The whole point is that if we don't have something happen to her that makes her dislike people, then we have no antagonist.
She doesn't have to be completely right. She has to be right from her perspective. Okay? She has to be right from her perspective. So this is a better way than the movie does it. That's all that matters. Congrats on 50K. Yeah. Thank you very much.
But yeah, it felt very much like what's seen in shadows.
Why does she need to be wrong? Can't the parrots be wrong? Not that many of them. There was like 4 or 5 she runs up to that are all like...
Yeah. It's not realistic for like
it's
5
like
grown adults at a children's birthday
party. They're at a children's birthday
like,
place.
Nah, we don't really care that a kid just got kidnapped.
Yeah, I just can't buy it. Yeah, that's artistics. That's what we're doing here. Make her very imaginative. That's what we're doing. We're gonna be very imaginative, making up stories about the animatronics all the time, obsessed with the puppet. Oh, I went on all these adventures. She'll parallel Abby in that way, and they'll think she's lying.
Yeah.
She was screaming, "It's the best we can do! This scene should never have existed to begin with! My hands are tied, Paula! My hands are tied here!"
No, it still makes perfect sense, because traditionally the reason why she would be saying those things is in order to get attention from her father. Is that she would be going on all these adventures trying to get her father to pay attention to her. And this would be the one time where she couldn't get... she really needed everyone's attention, and nobody was paying attention.
How do we do that? I think we could manage it. She's literally dressed like the puppet. She's clearly, like, obsessed with the characters already. I think just have her sitting down, scribbling a bunch of pictures of her going on adventures with the animatronics, and then people look at her weird. There you go. That's all you need.
Yeah.
And then have one of the parents go, "You always do this," or "You always say things like," when, you know, something like that, you know. I think that will make the movie better than it is. Okay. All right. Chat seems to be... How old is Charlie supposed to be again? I think like 10 to 12, probably.
Same age as Vanessa, pretty much.
I have no idea how old she was.
And if it's 1982, Vanessa is somewhere around Michael's age, or Mike's age, isn't she?
No idea.
Which is around 25 in 2000. So then you'd have to do the math of going back from...
You could also make the scene with the adults the same, but make it like a biased perspective.
Which puts a lot of things in perspective.
Just how it is to her.
Charlie died at the same age that Mike lost his brother.
Now, hear me out. This will be a brain blast. Ready, brain blast, okay? Potential brain blast. There might be problems with this. What if, because we know Vanessa grabs Charlie's hand and says, "Don't go back there." So Vanessa knows what Afton's up to. What if the boy who gets lured, hear me out, is just Michael and it's bait? Because they already are working with their father. Clearly they already know what he's doing, because Vanessa's like, "Don't go back there, he'll kill you," or whatever. So what if Michael getting lured is just bait? And that's the reason he's not dead, is because William never intended to kill him. It was just bait for Charlie.
What I don't understand
That'd give
that it
Michael
seems
an
like
actual
yes, he
motivation.
wanted to change
After
the
all,
story
he
a
did
little bit,
distinctly
but
say
make
that
the
both of them had a
characters have
purpose.
reason to be
That
there.
could have been the act.
Am I wrong?
That could have been the act that they were
Because
both
most
used
characters
as
didn't line up
lures
well.
to.
Okay,
'Cause
chat seems to
William
like
is
that. See,
really
chat
like
seems to like that. All right, Michael. Oh wait, my camera's too big. Let me shrink my camera a little bit here. No one would get it. Well, you would establish it later on. You would say so later. You would that's a reveal, right?
Yeah.
That's a reveal you would do.
Problem is, there's no good way to write this without it being weird. This is just the best, I think. The best option.
That's so contextual. Yeah.
I just feel like we need an introduction of Michael in a different way in the very beginning. That would feel like a way of properly establishing him. Because there's no way that Michael's only appearance inside of this thing should be killing the camera.
No, you could do
crew
this.
and
Later
then
in the
doing
movie,
a show up.
like when Vanessa's having a flashback, right? You could literally zoom in and focus on like the family portrait of them, and it zooms in dramatically on the kid's face, and you're like, oh, that's the kid that was. And then when Michael later shows up and says, "We are his," you know,
Guys,
I've always
we
done my
can't
best to
remove
serve
characters.
him, right? We can make this work. Withered, we can make this work.
Yes.
I think that's
also
like the
think
only. That's
it
the way to
doubles-
do that.
It doubles down on why Vanessa would feel so guilty about the death of Charlie. Because it was her own brother that lured her away and her own father that killed her.
Wait, we're okay. Okay, wait a sec. What if, like, after Charlie, like, falls into the... Okay, how long does it take to get out of the Spring Bonnie suit? Because what if, like, 10 seconds after Charlie falls in and the puppet is slowly bringing her up, right? What if Afton just comes out in his normal attire and grabs the boy, like, to protect him? Or, like, oh, you know what I mean? Then you would know
No, I
he's
think that's
Afton's
showing
son.
too much.
Too much? Okay.
You're showing too much.
Idea.
Okay.
Michael is manipulating
Okay.
Charlie to get the toys to kill
The-
people.
Michael's
remove
role.
characters.
Remember that the whole
Vanessa
point.
How
of
much
Michael-
money and donations to remove
character
Michael
is
Afton?
with-
He turns in him.
Michael is manipulating Charlie to get the toys to kill people. Vanessa reveals that Michael was the fake target. I think we can definitely do... I think we should do a reveal later on where Vanessa's in her flashback with the family portrait, and that will show that Michael was the kid that got kidnapped. I think we can make this work. All right, you two. Am I doing this? Are we doing this or not? Are we doing this or are we thinking of something else?
Oh, she's just muted. I think the Michael luring thing is okay. I'm just worried that it's showing too much.
Okay,
It
let's
makes the Michael Afton twist too obvious.
let's twist it another way.
It's barely a twist for us.
How
right? But
do we justify William Afton leaving the kid's body unharmed on the kitchen floor and then washing his hands before killing him?
he gets distracted by something, specifically
We
Charlie. He
abandoned
has to know
Michael?
she's there. She can't do like a Metal Gear stealth sequence. You know, he has to know she's there, which is what stops him from
how does he
killing
pull the
kid.
lever? How does he pull the lever if he's chasing her?
He's not chasing her. He scares her away. She runs away. She runs onto the stage, and he pulls the lever from backstage, which is where the kid is. Imagine, like, picture this, right?
Works.
Like,
Sure. He knows he's being
Instead of the
followed.
kitchen.
my train
Wait.
of thought is like that Charlie walks in on him in the back room, about to kill the kid.
No, because
and
how do
then
we
he
stop
sees her.
the kid from snitching? How do we stop the kid from snitching? Hey, that guy that wears the Spring Bonnie costume kidnapped me. Now that I've returned to my parents completely fine, I might want to bring this up.
No, he never.
Why didn't he snitch
Afton
in the
never
first
removes the
place?
mask.
Well,
Afton
that's because the
never
movie's
removes the mask.
terrible.
No, listen.
Okay, listen.
For the
If
kid,
you say
right?
Spring Bonnie kidnapped you, they could figure out who wears the Spring Bonnie suit. That wouldn't be that hard.
You know he didn't know Spring Bonnie was kidnapping him, right? For him, Spring Bonnie was just giving him a birthday cake or something. Afton never got the chance to actually attack him.
He gets knocked out. He gets bonked, clearly. He's not going to be like,
Well,
hey...
No, in our cut, he doesn't. In our cut, Spring Bonnie is like reaching in his like back pocket or something. And he's about to take out the knife. He turns around, sees Charlie, and he's like, "What are you doing here?"
But he wouldn't
Starts
tell
running after her.
anyone-
She runs away with the boy. She grabs the boy and starts running away with him. Afton sees her running away, and we get like a shot of him in backstage looking towards the lever. She runs out onto the
What
stage,
if
does a
Afton
little
left
scream
to
thing,
drag over
cut to him
another
pulling the
suit?
lever. He pulls the
You
lever,
can
she
see
falls,
Freddy's
puppet
arm as a
scene,
tease.
intro sequence.
I think you should
Sound
probably
good?
bring. I don't think Gonk. I don't think the stuffing should happen in the kitchen. That's kind of a weird place. He should be dragging the boy to the safe room, not something from the safe room to the boy.
It's a backstage safe
Yeah.
room kind of tech area.
Okay.
Cryo, I don't care if the kid was unconscious on the floor. We're changing that. That's
Okay.
jobs. We're not
I
doing that.
don't.
That
Okay.
sucks.
So we just have to rely on the fact that. No, but see, I still think people would be sus if they were like, yeah, Spring Bonnie lured me backstage. He lured me back there to give me a special gift. I still think people would be like, what? Like, that's...
My interpretation would be, well, he's probably going to have some sort of, I don't know. I would have it be specifically where he's lured to a safe room / security like area where they could see the stage, specifically where they would have the stage controls, tries to stuff him inside of a springlock suit. Then Charlie walks in and stops him from...
Yeah, exactly,
stuffing
Gremlin.
him.
Yeah. In the real movie, he would say, the bunny rabbit knocked me out when I woke up on the kitchen floor.
Yeah. It's what, in my opinion, it should be that the kid never sees Afton actually threatening him or attacking him. To him, it's just a mascot giving him a present or something.
Yes, but that still doesn't...
So-
Because if that happened to me, I'd be like, Mommy, guess who I met
Remember this kid's
backstage?
like
Spring
7.
Bonnie.
This kid's like 7, and he's like an
We-
idiot to get lured like that
We
in like
could
broad daylight.
always go, like, drugging route.
Since late in the series. That could
No,
work.
no,
Guy
not
who
too
lives here.
much.
William,
I don't think
We are
I
not...
don't think
No,
that's
William
something
Afton is
that
not
makes sense in the
drugging
movie.
children in a PG-13 movie. That's not happening.
Yeah, exactly. We can't do that.
Kid gets memory loss from the smack. Yeah, we could just have him have amnesia, I guess. This is why the Michael thing works, though, because for the Michael thing, it makes sense why he doesn't tell anyone. It's a setup. It's a setup.
I prefer the Michael thing, just because Michael needs to have an actual setup. That's just me,
I
though.
think we gotta make it the Michael thing. I think we gotta make... Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. I think we gotta change him to Michael, because then we solve the snitching problem.
Yes.
Alright. Overruled. Michael, Death Note tier... bait. Boom.
It would also double down why he's
High
so
IQ.
smiley about seeing Charlie again later on, because Charlie was the one, you know?
Yeah.
He's responsible for her death in a way.
Mm-hmm. And we already have established they help William, right?
Yes.
From childhood, because Vanessa knows what's going on.
I mean, do you really think that covering it up as a police officer was the only thing that she was doing? There's no way.
That sucks. And the boy just not telling anybody that he got knocked out and woke up on the kitchen floor by a man in a yellow rabbit suit, or the yellow rabbit, even if he doesn't know it was a man, that doesn't suck. Having him get Overwatch meleeed, kill confirmed, wakes up on the kitchen floor.
Oh yeah, that would be a good way of...
This kid cannot know that the rabbit had any kind of violent intent towards him, because if it does, it makes
Yes,
it
but
paints
see,
the rabbit in a bad
even
light.
if he doesn't know, all he has to do is say, Mommy, Spring Bonnie brought me backstage to give me a private gift. And then I'm gonna be like, what, you say what? Imagine if you were a kid and go and you hear, as an adult, you hear Mickey Mouse lured me behind Mount Everest. You're gonna be like, excuse me? And you already know the kid's gonna be telling everyone, because from the kid's perspective, that's gonna be lit. He's gonna be like,
This movie
yeah, that's
sucks
right,
so
guys. I
bad,
hung out
bro.
with Spring Bonnie. That's right.
the
That's what a kid
issue.
would do. He'd brag about it.
How are we then going to transition to her crying on the stage with it being Michael then?
Solution. Puppet duo. Both of them fall into the trapdoor and die. Problem solved.
Okay, that's disgusting. What
That's
currency
chopped,
is that?
yeah.
Holy. 249 MX. Let's go.
Mexes currency.
Gotta be quite a bit.
Oh, those are probably Mexican dollars.
Yeah, that's exactly what we're saying.
They're-
Miles Tales per hour. That's
What
exactly
if
what we're
Afton
saying.
did want to kill Charlie and make Michael is being kidnapped to Charlie to save him? She tells the parents he falls. William know the possession, manipulating her to blame
Because
the
she doesn't know that
adults.
the yellow rabbit is Afton. Why would
Okay,
she assume that the yellow
JW
rabbit
the
learned
Great
it?
says just have the kid say Bonnie. Have the kid say Bonnie lured me
Just the
backstage.
purple god's
Ooh,
son.
and make that the animatronic that Henry was working on, which would explain why Bonnie would be gone.
Okay, that's better. Okay. That's fine.
So
okay.
nobody else
Kid
knows
does
that Bonnie
not
is-
know the difference between Bonnie and Spring Bonnie. Okay.
That's still chopped. You have to suspend your disbelief so hard. No, we don't even see Toy Bonnie on stage. We do not have any indication that the toys are active in this scene. By all we know, when we watch this scene, there is only one character out and about, and that's Spring Bonnie and the puppet, I guess.
No, that's the best option we got, I think. Nope, they're all
It's
saying
still
it's chopped.
chopped.
They're all saying it's chopped. Kind of ass.
It's
What do
just-
we do,
it's-
chat? Okay, wise guys. All right, wise guys.
We
How do
focused
I
on
fix this
part
buttons writing?
for so long. This is gonna make it to where this movie's not getting finished, chat. We're not finishing this movie if we can't come up with an answer soon.
Michael being it was better.
Oh,
Michael or
it's
Michael or.
so obvious. It's so obvious. It's just
All
he
right, go.
kills the kid. He kills the kid. And
How
stuffs
is
him in
that an
his teeth.
accident? What?
No. Listen, the kid will never be found, but that's not
Make
the priority
Henry
of the
take
scene.
the
The priority
fall
of the
and
scene
go
is
to
Charlie.
Okay,
Like,
now
we don't know what happens
you've
to the
discovered
kid.
a way to make the movie
That
worse.
kid, that kid's Shadow Bonnie. Okay, listen.
You've made the movie worse.
Wait,
You've made the movie
wait.
worse.
He might be cooking.
The kid's Shadow Bonnie. That's why. I gave
Movie's
her
so
for a
bad,
brief
it's
second, because the
unfixable.
kid is also insignificant.
Okay, chat's saying
There's no way
Mike
to make this
lore.
movie
Chat's
good.
saying Mike lore. Okay, we're gonna have to do Mike lore. There's no other choice.
Then we
Mike
still
lore is
have
so
the problem
chopped, bro.
of
Mike lore
how
is so
does
chopped.
she? Why is she like crying on the stage from Mike lore? What does she see?
He's like,
back
oh
there
no,
that
the
makes her-
12-year-old kid scared me.
You want to know the simpler? You want to know the simpler option, right? Just have her hate adults and be scared of adults because Afton killed her and Afton's an adult, like in the games. We don't need
That
any of
is
this
how it
parent.
works in the game.
We
That
don't
is
need any
how
of this-
it works in the
Yeah,
game.
we don't need any of this. Just
She's
like,
not
oh my
killed
gosh.
by the yellow rabbit
Oh,
in the
I know
game.
that this guy. I know who it is, right? Because they be business partners. So where the MCI kids see Spring Bonnie, right? Charlotte knows it's Afton there. So, yeah, that's all you got to do. I am scared of adults now because I know an adult killed me. There you go. But no, we can't change the structure, so we need to have Charlie hate parents. So we gotta do this.
That really makes me want to go back to Henry being the reason why she hates parents, but I know that'll
The
make
kid is
people not
blind and
like
doesn't know who it
Henry.
is. So now we're having William Afton kill a disabled kid. Oh my god.
Okay. Guys, I
Ugh.
thought we were logging in. How are we supposed to have nice PG-13 streams if you guys are recommending things like this?
Okay, Caesar.
We have to be brand appropriate, okay? Be nice. There is no way to make the scene good. Can we move on to the next
No,
one,
we
please?
gotta move on.
We got-
William would kill a disabled kid, though. I mean, true.
Can we not open this movie with William killing a disabled
You
kid?
know
This is
what?
a
I think that would be a
PG-13,
good
like,
idea. I
children's
think
movie.
somehow I feel like that wouldn't sit very well.
Yeah, I honestly think that IGN would give it an even lower review.
No, that would be
And then-
dude. Imagine a scene where like.
This
No,
is
I'm
just
not even gonna say
good.
it out
No,
loud.
We
it just sounds
can't
chopped.
get away with this. We can't.
Yeah,
get
I
away
know.
With this. No one can get away. No one should get away with this. This is bad.
It's the scene where he's doing the beckoning, but the kid's just in a wheelchair. Like, bro. I mean, that would make
That's
you
so
hate
bad.
Afton more. That would make you hate Afton, like,
Okay,
yeah. We're not
This
doing
is-
it though.
no,
it's
that
not
makes
happening.
That's so
ass.
bad. You can
This
still
is
run
gonna
away
be so
when you're on a
ass.
wheelchair.
but I'm
Okay,
throwing
all right,
out
let's
there-
let's abandon
Like,
this line of
the kid is
conversation.
immobile.
This is
Okay,
the
good-
last
good
thing I'm
idea.
gonna throw out there for this scene. It's gonna be ass. It's not gonna work. But have it be specifically Charlie goes to get her dad to pay attention to her. Her dad won't pay attention to her, so she just runs back to the stage waiting for the puppet. She's physically standing on the stage waiting for the puppet to show up.
Okay, sorry.
William takes the opportunity.
I have to
drops
justify
the
this to
drop
chat.
door,
I'm sorry.
dies.
Chat. I know William wouldn't draw the line at a disabled kid. The problem is, in this instance, you would be making him disabled as a plot device. That is kind of whack. You are making him disabled to justify him not snitching. His disability would be a plot device in this instance, right? So we're not doing that. I think we got to do Mike lore.
Mike Lure, someone else was saying this, but I kind of had this idea in my head already. We don't know who he is because he's wearing a Foxy mask.
Yeah.
That's kind of what makes him the twist, and you kind of see a Foxy related.
Okay, yeah, sure. Foxy mask.
Skipping forward in the movie.
Whatever.
Let me explain this real quick. There's a scene later on in the movie where Michael's stating his evil plan and whatever, and in that scene, Toy Bonnie appears behind him and stands all menacing, like aura farming. Instead of Toy Bonnie, make it Mangle, so you draw the connection between Mike and Foxy in that scene, and you realize, oh shit, the Foxy mask kid is Michael. But that's later.
All right, we got to get off this scene. It still is bad, but it's nowhere near as bad as it was. We got to get off this scene. We got to go to the next scene. We got to go.
Yeah, we need to move on.
Charlie Christ! Woo! Okay. No.
Yeah, I think that's good.
Just have her in the fetal position. All right. Oh my god. Toys for Talbert, no! Stop! Dude.
Okay, no.
Oh my god. This is so
This is wrong. This is not good.
Wait, obviously that's why we're moving on. That's why we're escaping. That's why we're not doing this anymore.
Okay, chat. Okay. Guys, you guys are not locking in, okay?
Yeah, you guys, you gotta lock in.
Chat, please.
Come
Chat,
on.
please lock in. I swear. Please. We need to fix this.
See,
trash
Gibby,
movie.
that's the idea we were gonna go with. That or her like just
Yeah, fall
falling and
damage. Yeah,
cracking her
fall
neck.
damage.
Yeah. Because that
Yeah.
would have been good.
Here we go.
No, seriously, we do need to move on. We've been on this for too long.
Yeah. Do you know
40
how many?
minutes
Do you know how many comments we got that were like, Charlie's head is facing the other direction, therefore it's inverted. It's intentional. He's evil Jesus.
Top 10 things that Scott never thought of.
Evil Jesus be like, take this bread and don't eat of it.
Scott trying to make a reference to FNAF 6 somehow. Gets
Evil Jesus be like,
misinterpreted
help!
as
I'm
evil
sinking into the
Jesus.
water.
Guys, I fear we're not locking in.
Evil Jesus be like, watch as I turn this wine into water.
Just remember, we're gonna have to retell
Evil
this
Jesus be
entire
like, watch as I
script
drown when I step on this
at
water.
the end. We're gonna have to recover this entire section of the movie at the end.
Evil Jesus be like, watch as I turn 5,000. Watch as I turn 5,000 loaves of bread into 5. Watch as I get rid of all the food.
Blind.
Evil Jesus be like, Lazarus, die. Evil Jesus be like, destroy this temple and I will remain dead. Okay.
Okay, can we call it?
Yeah.
Can we call it here?
No more evil Jesus? Okay. Okay. If you want, you could also have her arms draped over the puppet. They have her arms over the puppet, like she is puppeting it, kind of like hanging over it like this. I mean, you guys can't see me, but like, yeah, whatever. Like she is controlling it. That'd be better imagery. Controlling it. There we go. Okay. All right. Oh yeah, and
So,
should we
are we
take away the puppet's
imagining-
tears?
This has always been the hard part about the death. Yeah. This has
Okay.
always been the hard part about this death is how do we portray her falling down and then also being lifted back up by the puppet?
No,
Because obviously the
Listen.
impact when hitting down is what's going to kill her or getting...
she just doesn't. We just shouldn't have her go up, in my opinion. I think that it should just be the puppet going up now with
That
tears,
would
and
be
I think the intent
symbolic.
will be obvious.
Oh, just with the tears. Oh, but then we should see it at
Yes.
some point before without tears.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there will be
Oh.
in the beginning of the movie, in these early scenes, we have
Have,
to
like,
see
posters on the
that's
wall,
optimal.
big
That's optimal. That's
promo
optimal.
kind of image
Yeah.
of the puppet without tears.
That's
and then
optimal.
Which
specifically
makes
as
the
it's
intent
coming
clear.
up, you
The
then notice
puppet
the tears
appears
coming
with tears. That is all. Okay. That's optimal. That's
Yeah.
optimal. That's optimal. That's optimal. Okay. Posters
It
without
makes the intent
tears.
clear, and it's a
Yes.
big hype moment.
Posters without tears throughout pizza place. That's good. Okay. Okay, what comes next? We're done with the flashback. Chat, everyone clap. We finally finished the first scene. Woo!
We got through the first
Thank
scene of
God.
the movie in 40 minutes. 40 freaking minutes.
Okay.
That's not true.
Shout out Charlie Christ. Good riddance. Okay. So
Agreed.
now, I think we can keep the credits, opening credits the same. Wait, yes, because then they actually work. Cover It by Fazbear. They actually work now. Yeah, opening credits, don't need to change them. All right, chat, claps again. We don't need to change something. Woo! We can keep something the same. Woo!
DD, you're not gonna like what I'm gonna say.
Oh, God. Okay, let it
I think the very next
unleash.
scene, it should be the TV crew showing up to Freddy's as it's abandoned.
Have they been lured here by Mike Lore?
Michael, yes, and I don't want Mike to be face revealed at this point. I want it to just be, we know Mike from the original movie, and they keep saying Mike invited them to Freddy's, so we don't know that this is another Freddy's yet, other than obviously like the imagery from the first one. We don't know this is a separate building yet.
Mm-hmm.
And have that be the exposition of, you're thinking of the franchise location.
Have I been playing copyrighted
Yeah.
music this entire time?
I don't think this music's copyrighted.
It was the FNAF 3 ending. Have you been hearing it? This?
Oh.
Yes, exactly as you said, Gibby. I want that
Oh.
misdirection for the fan
Yeah.
to think we're talking about.
I show
Mike.
speed face. I show speed face. Okay.
Please, Scott, I need this. My music
Scott, I
is
need this ad
copyrighted.
revenue, please, Scott.
Wait, that's true. We should
If
have
we
been
can't
the
remove
paranormal
Michael, can we make
investigators.
Mike and Michael
TD,
kiss?
Gibby, and Withered
Okay.
and Shizu. Crazy.
See, chat, this is why you guys need to log in.
The question is,
I honestly
who-
agree with this because it gives Michael one more appearance, and we desperately
Okay.
need those.
Yeah, okay.
This guy has like 2 scenes in the entire movie, bro. Give him anything.
Here we go. Okay.
But yeah, I've always
So what do we
Rather
think
than
about that,
playing
chat? Do we want to
copyrighted music, play
do
Pokemon music?
Pokemon music is funky, dude. Okay, do we want to do that, chat? Do we want to have the next scene not be Vanessa but be like the TV crew?
That's taking their time.
Because I feel like the Vanessa scene's fine, right? The first one is just them setting up a date. There's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with it. I just thought that it builds up the importance of, oh, we need to find out what happened at this new location.
You need a new chat, T-Dreads? Hey, man, you reap what you sow. Okay.
TD saying TV crew first.
Deck lock-in. This is a freaking PG-13 stream, dude. We'll go back to your
retracted the worst
regularly
comments
scheduled
today.
brain rot soon. But to answer your question, no. Mike Lur parallels Michael leading the crew. It's like actually a narrative or something. Wait, that's true.
Wait, that's true.
True.
Wait.
Michael are parallels
It's
Michael
true.
leading the crew. It's like actually a narrative or something.
Yes, that works. Gibby's
Should we do
got
what
it
Gibson
on
said?
the
Should we do what
money.
Gibson said?
Yeah, Gibby's got it on the money.
All right. Wait. For Gibby chat, can we all get a wait that's true? For Gibby's suggestion? Wait.
Wait,
That's true.
True.
Okay. So what do they call him? Devious Daniel first scene?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Scene 1. That'll happen next. Well, we've already reached a bit of a snag. Why is Michael Afton letting the puppet out when he can just order the toy animatronics to do whatever he wants? Do we remove that ability from him? Can we remove Michael Afton being able to order the toys around?
That's why I specifically said don't allow him in the building yet. I want him to be afraid of the puppet.
So he's just telling them to go in
Yes,
like, see what
I
happens?
don't want him to know that Charlie is free. I want him to assume the place is haunted by Charlie and sends in the crew specifically to see what happens to them. Because he could have used the crew as his way of getting control of the animatronics if they didn't die.
Well, I mean, that works better than otherwise.
Yes, exactly like Miss Trap said, just like William did with SL. He sends someone in to do the job for him just in case something goes wrong.
But we're also getting rid of his ability to control the toys. Surely.
He doesn't have this ability.
Yes, he does.
He never had the ability to control the toys.
Yes, he does. It's in the movie.
No, I'm saying,
What?
like, at this point, he does not have
In the
ability
last
to
scene in the
control-
movie, as Charlie is hiding away in the back room, scared of the music box, Michael goes,
Right.
Break their bones.
and the toys move to do so. So he orders
I
them
want
around.
that to specifically be in response to to much later events.
And it's not
Wouldn't
Charlie
be like-
controlling it because the eye color is different to signify it's Michael ordering them. So.
Yeah.
Movie's chopped. Okay.
Yeah, it's irredeemable.
Okay.
By the way, how many times have you two seen the movie?
2.
I
Seen
watched
twice.
it twice.
Yeah.
By the way, I have
I'm watching it my
Cryonide's
second time this
copy.
week.
Cryonide's theater actually on hand. So if we need to see anything, we can always go see.
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. She's at the theater right now. She's at the theater right now.
Here, let me turn on my Meta Ray Bans real quick.
Cool. Okay. So, I'm saying, I think, do we go with Shizu's suggestion? Do we make it so Michael's just like putting him in there to test the waters?
Yeah, it's the least chopped option. Kind of
Okay.
cool.
Okay.
Kind of.
The TV crew are Michael test dummies. Okay. Okay, so now we run into the issue of how does Michael know that Charlie gets back if he's outside the building?
Well, that's a good question. I was
Wait,
gonna go
that's
for
that's true.
he's watching them somehow kind of vibe. but
Cameras,
how
remote
would he
access
be
to
able
cameras.
See, that's what I'm wondering. If
We'll
he
do
had-
camera. We'll do cameras.
Yeah. No, yeah, I want to save Michael's reveal. Like, he'll have voice lines, he'll have all kinds of stuff, but I want to save his specific, like, face and character reveal until much later in the movie.
Jack DVD.
Because
Wait,
it
that's
should be-
that's true.
It should be.
Yeah. Why don't we just
hey,
have some guy sat down looking at camera feed of them all getting like killed? Optimal.
Yeah,
Optimal.
that's what I like anyway.
Post for Talbert. Michael lets the paranormal investigators activate the puppet. Okay, I already saw the word 6-7 in my peripheral vision. What are we doing? He looks at the camera for 6 or 7 seconds. No, Toys for
Michael
Talbot.
lets the
no.
paranormal
Holy, yeah,
investigators
looking at the
activate
pacing,
the puppet.
it has
when
the
he sees
Faz
the
talker
puppet free,
scene
he
right
exclaims,
before
it looks
they
like
do
there's
this
a
scene.
security
That-
breach, and he looks
no,
at the
those-
camera
those-
for
that
6 or
pacing doesn't
7
feel right to me.
seconds.
Okay, Michael watches them get wrecked, which actually parallels, sorry for slurring, sister location, where if you, in the main gallery, the camera's on while Michael Afton is in the bunker. It's got a little red dot, so someone's watching Michael Afton.
Because we know Henry can get access to it. We know that only he says he only has access to the perimeter, or what's the exact word? The GPS of the animatronics. That's what he specifically has access to. So I can imagine William Afton would have access to the security cameras of all the franchise locations. Most people who own restaurants have access to their security cameras from stuff they have at home. Or at least that's what I know from my experience of having a
Then
boss
they can
that
see the
watch
mechanic race
cameras.
puppetisms.
Yeah.
Okay. So now we have Vanessa wakes up because of like spooky field scream-ism. Okay.
Yes.
And then I think this scene can remain the same pretty much. I think this scene's fine.
Yes. I
Okay.
don't think there's any problem with this scene.
Yep. Just them setting up a date. Scene plays out as usual. Woo! You did it, FNAF 2 movie! You made a scene that doesn't need to be changed. This is the first one, I think, that doesn't need to be changed at all. Woo!
No, I think you need to change it so that
okay.
the scene where it was where
Lieutenant
Vanessa
Buzzkill.
and Mike are on the date, the guy that's scooping up the crumbs has to be a
We're-
celebrity cameo, so everyone can point
we're-
at the screen.
we're
And
not-
True. This
We're
isn't
not
this
at
isn't
that
that scene
point
yet. This isn't that scene yet.
I know, but this is like the reference for later. The planning scene is fine. Yeah.
Will
No,
Charlie's
it
death
is.
be a dream sequence? You could play it off as one, kinda, because Vanessa was there.
You could have that be the phone call.
Do
that she
a
makes
little
to
little
Steve.
like half lemonade, half iced tea type deal. Half Vanessa memory, half this actually happened. You ever mix it with iced tea? Oh, it's you trying to. Oh, you
Calls up
can't because you
Mike,
did.
Says, "Hey, I just had this horrible nightmare of something that happened when I was a kid." Stuff like that.
Okay. So this is fine. Do we just... Okay. I would like to make a bargain. Dormammu. Chat's Dormammu. Dormammu, I've come to bargain. I know we said we wouldn't change the structure. Can we just get rid of Aunt Jane, please?
Agreed.
Someone doesn't like Angie.
Dormammu,
Then
I've
we
come
have
to
a problem.
bargain.
How do the people find out about Freddy's and why does Fast Fest start up?
Michael.
Michael, the guy who nobody knows.
Bro, is Aunt Jane a celebrity?
Here's my problem with Aunt
Aunt Jane
is-
is like
from what I
the most
hear-
obnoxious woman in the entire town. I'm pretty sure everyone knows her.
From what I hear, it gets written on. Well, it then parallels both to Abby.
Oh, so
making
we're
stuff
swearing
up
now.
and
So we're
Charlie
swearing
making
on that PG-13 teacher
I'm
stream.
sorry. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
Okay. Guys,
But
can we
it's-
cancel
it's a
Shizu?
nice one of those words. It's a nice one of those words. But I don't like how her only introduction is, oh yeah, she didn't die, but she went to like an asylum.
And told people information they couldn't possibly know. She tells them stories about murderous bears, even though she only ever sees Golden Freddy in her own house.
Yeah.
So, okay, the consensus from chat is that we are allowed to get rid of Aunt Jane. So just make her die. Just kill Aunt Jane.
Well, if you make her die, then we have to explain why Michael didn't go to jail.
Okay, true. Wait, that's true.
We could just not have her be plot relevant.
We're gonna swear cry out, just not under certain conditions.
Yeah, certain conditions. You know the conditions. You read the chat.
We can still say shit
The
though.
elephant in the room.
Fixed for
That's
the
true.
robotics teacher. Flashback to him and Afton in school.
Fixed for
That's
the robotic
stop. I'm
teacher.
Art. That's so funny.
Flashback
We're
to
doing
when
too much.
Afton
That's so funny.
Afton beats him in a science fair with a better robot project.
They'd get along
Hence why
great.
he hates Fazbear stuff.
Yeah, and
but
then have
wants to
Afton,
win the
like-
fair so much.
Kill his mom or something.
What?
Michael Afton needs a fake name as an adult. He could. Oh, I thought you were gonna say he could pretend to be Aunt Jane. He could even interact with Aunt Jane. Yeah, that works too. What if we made Michael Afton like egg Aunt Jane on instead? That could be an option. Like we could have the
Michael
back of his
Afton
head like,
needs
so
a
tell me
fake
what
name as
happened
an
or something. You know what I mean?
adult, and could even interact with Aunt Jane.
We could have Michael Afton be the mastermind in the background, kind of fueling the fire.
See, that's what I want for his character. I want him to be.
Okay,
someone
we'll
in
do
the
that then.
background
We'll do
we
that then.
don't
We'll do
know
that then.
about. Because there was another thing I wanted to do, and I'm hoping everybody enjoys it. I want Vanessa's character to be afraid William Afton's going to come back. I want that to be her motivation throughout this movie. Her being terrified that Afton will return.
So have Jeremiah have a line, or have Mike or Jeremiah have a line like, ever since she started seeing that therapist, it's been downhill, or so, some imply just like something like that, right? that she's been going and talking to someone about Fazbear's that's been making her rumor spreading worse. And that'll later be revealed to be Michael.
True.
Okay. Okay. Alright. But that's kind of all we have to change, I think. That's all we gotta...
Yeah.
Most traumatized dude ever becomes a therapist? Dude, William has like a PhD somehow to be a... Wait, true. Wait, the daughter's literally a cop. You can't use that as an excuse. You gotta pass a psych test to be a police officer. And we already know she ain't right, so... I perfectly believe Michael could become a therapist if Vanessa could become a police officer. Why would Mike be a therapist?
Why did William become a freaking
Career counselor?
I zone out for like
Career
30
counselor.
seconds and we're talking about Mike being a therapist.
We
What
need
happened?
someone to feed the flames of Aunt Jane. Dang it. Yeah, why would he become a therapist? Frick. Because at least, like, Vanessa, helps her keeps tabs on the restaurant.
No, I
Frick.
think we should just get rid of Aunt Jane entirely. Not gonna
Okay.
lie.
Aunt Jane's not. We're killing Aunt Jane.
Aunt Jane. What
Yeah,
are we gonna
no,
do
Aunt
about
Jane's dead. Okay,
Fazbear?
she stays dead.
She moves, or she just moves because she's scared. She moves because or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Okay.
What are we
Aunt
doing
Jane
about
gone, and then we can just have Michael. Did the internet exist in the 2000s? Can you just create like a spooky web form? Like in Death Note, which takes place in 2005, Kira becomes popular because random people online start making posts
Yeah, of
about
course.
Kira.
Yeah, there were forums. Forums were a thing.
So
for
just
ages,
have
for a
Michael
minute,
start
yeah.
making like posters and forums and conspiracy threads.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
No, you know what it should
Well,
be? You know what it should be?
Michael
It
starts
should
the
be
world's
the
first
Sinister
Facebook
Scoopers.
trend.
It should be the Sinister Scoopers hyping up the Freddy tour thing.
Yeah, that can help too.
Or
That can help too. It can be a
they're-
combien of things. Michael starts the world's first
It can
Facebook
be,
trend.
yeah,
There
it
you
can
go.
be like a bunch of different factors that kind of
Peak.
unite to that.
That's fest.
Well, you could also say it's the result of the building collapsing.
So that doesn't
It
work.
starts
Why does this
picking up
not work?
news.
Do they not have the internet? Is that not a thing?
Of course
No,
they had the
G,
internet.
they
It's
had
2002.
internet.
Well, Flipside said it doesn't work. Why? Flipside enlighten me. Talbert Racklin could be Mike's
Yeah.
career counselor name.
Aunt Jane cannot die at her house. That would break the continuity of the first
How old
film.
am I? Ancient. Just.
True, not Facebook, MySpace.
Oh yeah,
Facebook
yeah.
didn't
Oh no,
come
no.
out
We're
till
not
2004.
killing Aunt Jane. She'll have moved away because she got scared. Scared of Golden Freddy-isms.
Chat's getting pissed at TD for not
Yes,
knowing
I
if
agree,
there were
Flipside.
forums back then.
Oh,
Holy
MySpace.
what.
Okay.
Do they know?
I'm Unk, guys. Trust me, I'm one of you. I'm one of you old cats. I'm Unk. Okay.
Okay.
Dude, I think I've made more money than a heart surgeon this stream. What is going on? Have William create the internet. Have
Okay.
William create the internet.
Okay.
Wait,
Listen,
that's...
I know.
That's something
Chat,
he
can we get a
do.
wait that's
something he
true
do.
for Toys for Talbert? Wait.
I know
That's-
that
that's
Edwin.
true.
I know that Edwin invented recycling.
You invented
but I
recycling.
don't know if we need
William can invent the
another
internet.
freaking
Wait,
invention.
that's true. Okay. So we'll just have Michael starting the Faz Fest, and they don't know who's doing it. Okay.
I
right.
think he would then have access to like all the information from all the employees that William sent there and could be using their disappearances as what builds up. Hey, Freddy's just collapsed. All of these old night guards that worked for Freddy's have gone missing. There's something about this place.
Okay. Science event part 1. So I think we keep the joke with Abby on the bus. Keep the joke with Abby on the bus. Now, I think we remove the part where she says that Springtrap is in the back room, like, hiding or something.
Yeah.
She doesn't know about the safe room.
Just the
She
purple
does
god's
not
son.
know about safe room, though. Okay. But, because that was one of the, like, the 3 times I laughed in the movie. Was when Mike was like, she wants to forget all that. And she's like, so then Chico? I think that was funny. That was a good joke. That was good. Chad, did anyone else like that joke?
He's pretty good.
Have to wait 10 seconds for the replies.
True.
All right. Chad thought it was good. Okay, they liked it mostly. Awesome. Okay. Now, hear me out. We need to redeem the science event, okay? So here's what I'm thinking, okay? Ready? Here it comes.
I just thought of something.
Okay.
Have
Listen.
the
Let
mention of
me lock
Aunt
it.
Hell,
Jane being
Michael
the-
Afton
okay.
probably has some measure of
Sorry,
control
hold
over the Fazbear IP.
Truth
Hence
nuke,
why
Gonk,
he's
truth nuke.
able to actually have an officially licensed Faz
Truth
Fest.
nuke, Gonk. Wait, that's true. Okay, hold on. I'm thinking, okay? I'm thinking. We keep the science stuff, right? In some capacity. But it's actually for a reason this time. So, hear me out, right? Instead of the science teacher being like a dictator and controlling the entire universe of the school, he's just like an asshole, but, right? He's just that. He doesn't have complete control. I say we make it clear that Abby actually has a talent for robotics and is developing that talent, which she will later go on to use in Five Nights at Freddy's 3 to help beat Springtrap. Like, she could design the thing that rolls around and lures him with the hello, you know? I'm saying we use this science event to establish that Abby can, like, build robots or is improving her robotic creation abilities. And then we use that later to help Mike beat Springtrap. Is it cinema? Is it cinema? Chat, can I get an absolute cinema? Cinema? Anyone? Any cinema?
Sure.
Oh, T-Dread's first good idea. Chat, let's get a 14 for T-Dread's first good idea. Let's go. Let's go. Okay.
PD formed a thought, finally.
Question is, do we want it to be authentic to like the machine shown in FNAF 6, where she's building them just so that she can have like a traveling speaker or something?
All right, teacher's
that
nothing
plays
out of
specific
school.
Audio.
Abby is actually established to be good / improving at robots. And we can do this by something as simple as like, we can do this by something as simple as this, right? The teacher comes over, okay? So teacher comes over and is an asshole, right? And after that, Abby turns to Gregory Davidson, who is working on his project, and offers actually good advice that works, right? So like, oh, try putting that wire there, and then he puts the wire there, and it makes this thing work. So you can establish that she actually knows what she's doing. All
And
right.
that
Every
Gregory
kid makes
Davidson
Fazbear
is
robots.
also a
Parents
really
even
smart
cheat and help
technician.
their
This
kids
will be
teacher
important
bans
later.
Fazbear and says you must make it yourself.
Just make him
The
watch
kid
help
makes
everything he
robots
does, like the real
cheat.
Gregory.
Teacher bands, Fazbear, make yourself, Chica
No, but
helps,
actually,
bro.
they should have made that kid Gregory. What did they call him in the movie? I forgot.
Implied teacher is parent of an MCI kid. Why would we do this?
No, that's no.
The whole point is that he
Somebody hates
just
Endos 'cause the
hates
mimic.
animatronics. Because he thinks they're an
Well,
insult.
but see, listen, Gibby, because if we do this, then we actually have a reason for the kid to say, why don't you fix them yourself? If she's actually good at robots, yeah, Gibby, exactly. Something along those lines.
Plus, I
If
feel
she's
like the whole
yeah.
motive for her being in robotics was because she already planned on fixing them herself. So him reiterating that she should
Yeah.
do that is like, bro, why do you think she's there? The whole point is that she wants to rebuild them herself.
Okay,
You don't need him
our last
reiterating.
problem to solve in this scene. Why does the teacher hate Abby in particular? Should we just make it what Fazant said and make it so he hates Fazbear? He's biased against Fazbear? Because that's what Fazant thought happened, but that's not what actually happened. But should we make it so that's what happens? The teacher's biased against Fazbear?
The teacher's
Imagery?
Edwin Murray.
Okay, we're not doing... No. He's not...
We're
Edward.
not doing that.
Please. It'd be so peak.
No. The first thought that popped up in my head is make him a technician responsible for building the stage, so when it malfunctions, everyone thinks it's his fault.
The teacher was present at Charlie's death, and so hates the Fazbear brand? What do we think, guys?
But the machine she's building
Chopped.
isn't really Fazbear related.
It's Chica.
Is it?
It's Chica. She's building Chica.
She's still building Chica to
Yeah.
play the sounds?
No. We're talking about this movie. You goobus? Talking about this movie.
Ah.
Yeah.
I thought you were like establishing.
No, that'll be
she
the
built
next
it
movie.
now
Next
and
movie
then
she'll build
keep it later.
Rask. Next movie we'd have Abby build Rask to mess with Springtrap. Yeah.
If she hates the animatronics, if he hates the animatronics, it should be correlated to something involving animatronics he dealt with.
Yeah, okay, so how about that? How about he hates the Fazbear characters? And for this purpose, we'll have to have, like, instead of Abby somehow having, like, translucent 3D plastic that she gets from Toy Chica from the 80s or whatever, let's instead just have Chica's head, like, carved out of wood. Okay? And she'll just paint it. Can we do that instead of, like... Just, yeah, okay.
He's asking to show up.
Alright. Enter, Gibson. I'll allow it.
You may, and
You know what?
just remember to lock in Gibson as if he needs to be told.
Are you heading out, Wizard?
Yeah, I'm gonna head out. since
All right,
I've already
thanks
got
for joining,
some
Wizard.
filling in. I'm gonna finish this video anyway.
All right.
Bye, chat. Bye, Shizu.
Alright, bye,
Shiggy.
Withered.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Have a good one, and have a good stream as well, Gibby.
Okay.
Bye bye.
Withered.
Andrew is the.
Okay, on the count of three.
He did
3,
an outro.
2,
Holy
1. Fuck! Okay.
Fuck.
Ass! Titties!
Holy-
Okay.
Oh my
I
god.
love you. I love you.
Okay.
Okay, did you see my comment just now?
Comedy has
Oh,
re-entered.
still in-
Comedy has re-entered the
Still in the
domain.
chat. Now you've ruined this.
Okay.
Now you've ruined his
Did you see my
experience.
comment about Science Teacher Man?
I did not. What'd you say?
He hates Abby because Abby's aunt is going around town giving robots a bad name. Blaming robots for her drunken stupor, being like, I got attacked by a robot, and he's like, how dare
True.
you, Abby Schmidt, your aunt is the worst.
True. Specifically, the person he does hate is Abby. It would make sense that it's not correlated to the specific project, but
But
rather
I
Abby
don't want
herself.
Aunt Jane in the freaking movie, dude.
Well, you're wrong, because
Bro,
no.
she should be.
That's cap. That's cap.
See, that was my idea earlier of Mike being like, you should go get therapy, and Vanessa being like, and we saw what happened with your aunt when she went.
Hmm.
What do you mean? My aunt's doing fine. She started up that Faz Fest.
Aunt
event."
Jane, Pizza
psych
Flex
ward.
owner.
Wait, that's true.
Yeah, why aren't Mike and Abby in therapy? Because Aunt Jane went and she got put in a psych ward.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Mike's like, I don't trust doctors. They put Aunt Jane in a psych ward.
Okay, so why do we actually make the teacher mad at Abby?
I like my idea.
I hate your idea. It's a bad idea, you could say, but
It's a what?
It's a bad idea.
So, can we pull from anything in the source material and determine whether?
Oh, let me tell you, Shisha, right now I'm feeling like Rock Lee after he took the training weights off. Oh, I've been freed from my chains.
Is there
Because you can curse.
Yeah.
anything we can think about from the previous series that would have established a motive for why he would hate Abby / animatronics?
Wait, what did Maury say? I'm supposed to read Maury's message.
Guys, it has to be something that can be like told in exposition that wouldn't be like
Maury,
overly...
retype it because I got lost.
Okay, buddy.
Okay.
Because like having him hate William or Henry just adds additional exposition we don't need.
I agree.
We don't
Aunt
need
Jane
to hear
is
how,
dating the teacher.
well, when I was a young technician, William Afton stole
Yeah.
the light from me.
That's what Maury is
We don't
saying.
need it.
What if Mr. Berg was a failed inventor who William surpassed back in the day and therefore he's jealous?
I like it from a bigger perspective kind of thing, but from a movie that people are watching, it's just not going to work.
Aunt
that
Jane is
well.
not in this movie, dog. We gotta find some other way. There's gotta be another way.
Bro.
Make the science... Toys for Talbot, how do you have so much money,
Guys.
dude? What do you do for a living? Make the science teacher Edwin and have the science event... I'm not... Dude, we're not making a science teacher Edwin.
No Edwin,
trying
no
to make a good
William,
movie.
no Henry.
Good movie,
Guys,
not a cameo
We
fest.
we can introduce a character without them
Yo,
being
B-dubs.
directly connected to a character from the past.
B-Dub solved it. The teacher's dating Aunt Jane.
Wait, you might.
Wait. That's
and then
tr-
he
wait,
dislikes
that's-
Abby
that's
because
true.
of the events of the
Wait!
FNAF 1 movie.
That's
Yes.
true. New
So
theory.
He already hates Mike and Abby. Holy shit, that works.
Science
works.
guy Riz theory.
You put my
Holy
girlfriend in the
pig.
psych ward, feeding her
Shout
your
out D
fantasies about
B-dubs,
animatronics.
shout out B-dubs. Holy peak. Wait, that's true.
Yes.
Imply
that something happened to make teacher really mad at Faz.
Teacher
Yeah, so
is
that'll
mad
be
at her
like
because she
the
insists
teacher
on doing
genuinely is in love with Aunt
Fazbear-related
Jane. And is like,
Perhaps
I can't
he
believe this
goes on
family
a
did Aunt
tirade
Jane so
that
dirty.
animatronics are not robotics.
See, this one's easy to
Holy
exposition because it's just a
beak.
little comment like from the Gregory kid where he's like, didn't he used to date your aunt? Or isn't he the one dating that
Yeah.
crazy aunt?
All right. So
and
far,
then
the
Abby will
movie
be
is
like-
already way better. So far, the movie's already way better.
He still visits her in the psych ward.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
so we have Gregory Davidson will say, you can fix your friends. And then, boom. And then, boom.
No,
then
it also, yeah, they're
the
100% right. It works as having the semi-bad character in the movie, both of them being directly connected.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
All
I
right.
like that.
I'm tired of talking. So, Gibson, what do we do with the date?
Oh god. Okay.
the Mike and
the
Vanessa date.
beginning scene when like Abby ties Mike's tie,
Mhm.
and then
Keep
Mike and
that, keep
Vanessa
that, keep that.
dating, those are like the only two good
Yeah,
scenes
yeah,
in the movie.
Keep
I have no
I
no notes,
Mike and
except-
Abby scene with Ty.
yeah.
Yep.
The waiter being a like a YouTuber cameo, I think is a good idea.
Hello, Mike. My name's your waiter.
No, make it doggo.
It's
I
Ness, and he got a
want-
better job.
The only thing I'd want from that scene is
No, that's good, like
exposition.
Spider-Man.
Ness, but he got a better job.
Yes,
Oh.
like Bruce Campbell in the Spider-Man
Yeah.
movies.
Like the
Why-
rock guy from Amazing World of Gumball who just works everywhere.
I want it to be a better in-depth of Vanessa is trying to be like, I've been having these nightmares and everything, already reiterating what we knew from the phone call. Then Mike being like, okay, you need to actually explain to me why. What do you think the source of all of this is? Because clearly, just like how
This the
Garrett
purple
was
guy's
affecting me, you
son.
have to have your Garrett. There was something in the past that's keeping you stuck there, and that you need to tell me what it is. And
Wait, so
Vanessa
you're
just
saying they
refused.
have an actual conversation?
Yes.
What? That's preposterous. Why'd this hyperlink? What? Come on. They had
Is have.an an actual website?
about. I'm not checking. with a end of the website like that, it's probably some wild stuff.
That's true.
Either a virus or something that'll get me taken down. They have an actual conversation about past and nightmares.
So should we say
Trauma.
like her nightmares? Should they be Charlotte related or just general William trauma to like keep in the scene?
Really wanted
In the
to
house with the
William
baby.
Trauma.
I agree.
Do we
I
still
think
have
tying
her
it in
hide Charlie?
too
I think
closely-
Charlie is an okay memory to hide in particular because she'd be sensitive about that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Honestly, Vanessa's not that like invalid throughout the movie. Like I can understand being like, this kind of sucked. I don't really want to talk about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
The whole point
so
isn't about making it seem like she's wrong. It's about making it seem like she is hiding something and Mike wants to know what it is and can't trust her.
are we still
without
gonna make
having
Vanessa do
to
Dream Theory? I feel like we have to, so we can have funny ha circus baby.
Yes.
Okay.
We're gonna change. Actually, we just need to like switch around some stuff. in
Okay, but
there,
let's
and we
make it
can
not solve the problem
fit
instantly. Can
content.
we do that? Can we make Dream Theory not solve the problem immediately?
I think the alternative is
Okay.
just we need more actual Afton imagery as the movie continues after that point. still.
Yeah.
It shouldn't
yeah.
just stop there.
Afton imagery continue.
Which is why I reiterate the idea of I really want this movie to have her afraid Afton's going to come back because she's so used to him always being there that the idea of him actually being gone is something she can't accept.
Well, that could be
He's
why
out
he keeps
there so
appearing.
much.
That could be why he keeps appearing.
Yes.
Like throughout
Yeah.
the whole movie.
That's why Afton keeps appearing because
Yes, more
Anxiety.
Matthew Lillard. This was my plan the entire time.
Yeah, so that's why Afton keeps showing up in visions. It's because of her anxiety. Like, this is unusual. He's not
Yeah.
usually gone. He's not usually off my back for this long.
Because it's going to make it so much more satisfying later in the movie when we do get that eventual realization of, yes, William Afton is still alive out there. He's still out there and will come back. but we're not
Securing
supposed to know that as an audience member. If you just watched the
Almost like
first
they shouldn't
movie
have
and
said
you're
it
watching the
originally.
second one, yeah, if you're watching it from the first, watch the first movie, watching this movie, you're supposed to assume William Afton's dead. You're not supposed to be like, well, I already know how the games go, so clearly he's gonna come back. You should be sitting there like, what's Vanessa so worried about?
OG
He watched the
burn
guy
trap
get killed in
parallel?
the first movie.
He's a vision. He's a projection.
Exactly. Like he should be projecting all over the place.
Should we cut
And they
I
keep-
will care? Certainly not. Certainly not.
No.
Never.
that's
Not
why-
in a million
good.
years. Let's
It's so good.
speak.
Don't you know I care about you?
Actual applause, tears in the crowd.
FNAF 3
Gonk.
could go, I was sending you visions, but you never came back for me.
Vanessa,
Reed.
those weren't dreams. They were projections. Wait, his writing is fire. Don't you know I will care about you?
What is the jump point here? Why does it go straight from the date?
Afton keeps appearing in the movie like how Burn Trap was
Abby
supposed to
being
security
at
breach.
Freddy.
Truth nuke. Oh wait, truth blizzard. Truth Armageddon.
Because Abby was at home.
Afton
Mike left
keeps
Abby at
appearing
home.
in the movie
and that's when
like
she's
how
like, I
Burn
can
Trap
sneak
was
out.
supposed to
I'll go to
insecurity
Freddy's.
breach. Thoughtful face
Okay,
emoji.
Okay.
this is where we're
So
gonna add
what
in
is
some-
Abby doing at Freddy's? What do we do with this?
Guys, this is where I'm gonna add some exposition here.
Because now we have to somehow make it valid that they go here and nobody's there, or they just wait a sec. Why don't, and hear me out, we just have the animatronics be sitting in the building, but not the ghost kids, and then the scene just works. Why don't we just have it so Abby can't detect the ghosts, but the animatronics are still there?
Yeah, okay. so the
Instead of saying
animatronics are just, like,
there's
there.
pieces here and pieces there. I swear we didn't recycle a script, guys.
The animatronics are there,
Yeah.
completely depowered, and when Mike comes in and
Abby
she's sitting like crisscross in front of them, she just goes, "My friends aren't here."
Yep.
And then Mike can be like, "Oh, that's a good
classics
thing.
are
Maybe they're in
the
heaven."
Pizzeria with no power. Abby cannot sense spirit energy. All right. Now, for the Golden Freddy kid, this makes sense. This makes sense for the Golden Freddy kid because he's locked in on Afton right now.
Yeah, he's in the back room.
Yeah, so he wouldn't be visiting. Like, he wouldn't be saying hi to her. The other
This
kids
also-
don't know where they are. No idea. But
This also naturally works with the conversation at the date because he's already established that Vanessa thinks William Afton's still alive. That gives him a direct motive to go to Freddy's immediately after the date to go be like, she's so fucking worried about Springtrap still being alive. I'll go back to Freddy's, then finds Abby there as well. Having them both naturally go there because they're looking for the people that were there.
wait, say it again.
Just
Say it
keep
again.
her at ease. Because basically her whole worry is that Afton is still alive out there, and he's going back to Freddy's to make sure that Afton's not just out there, you know?
Okay, we have to write in that Golden Freddy kid is deliberately keeping people from finding Afton's body. He has to be, like, manipulating the space-time continuum or something. Because otherwise, Vanessa would definitely find it.
Yes.
Yes, so Golden Freddy kid has to be... Yeah, okay. And of course, we'll have to deal with this later. But, because, you know, Golden Freddy kid should just not die. This doesn't even make any sense. Doesn't
Yeah,
make
he
any
shouldn't,
sense.
like, fade away. They shouldn't
Yeah,
Andrew him
it
out of the
literally doesn't
story.
make sense. It literally doesn't make
I
sense.
don't
They
think
Andrewed him. They Andrewed him.
I think there's a good chance they're not gone, and I think that should be the plot point they go with of not having them gone. I think they should reword the
They're
scene,
in
have it
Abby.
imply that they moved on, but more so just saying, hey, these bodies are too weak, we can't like hold on to them anymore, and then specifically build up. Okay, so if they can't control the animatronics anymore, what happens when those animatronics are taken and melted down into something?
See, the problem with this, though, is why has nothing been looted from the pizzeria? Everything's still there. Even though there's flyers on the door, and it's like, everyone knows what it is. Nobody stole anything. There's still merch lying all around the place.
So, like, when Mike goes there to, like, find Abby, maybe he has trouble getting inside, as in, like psychic, I have a headache just getting close to the building, but, like, Abby can go through no problem.
So how does Mike get in? He just toughs it out?
He just fights through. He's like, my love for my sister will make me go in the building.
Or can we do a reveal later that Golden Freddy kid can like pick and choose who gets to come in?
Yeah,
Okay.
something like that.
Yeah.
Well, it does the same
Um,
exact thing later with FNAF 2, doesn't it? Where the door physically won't open.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
I-
Golden Freddy
Yep.
kid.
Which then
Picks and
explains why Vanessa
chooses.
can't go back inside.
Yeah. Who gets to
Because-
come in? That's
Okay,
mint. That's
Mike-
mint. That's mint.
Mike tugs on the door desperately,
Yeah.
and then he shouts.
And so this,
like,
yeah,
I
this
need to save you, Abby, and then
Yep.
the door just opens on its own.
explains why it's not looted. Okay. But now, of course, the other problem is Golden Freddy Kid's motive in the last movie, of his own accord, is to kill Abby so they can be friends. So it doesn't really make a lot of sense that he suddenly is like, I'm going to protect you, Abby. That's out of nowhere. So that's just bad writing.
Well,
So,
it's just they needed better exposition in the first movie because I feel like the implication is they pulled a Michael, so now all the kids are back to being good again because they now know the truth. They were confused before.
yeah, but the Golden Freddy Kid
Abby
always
showed
knew.
them-
The Golden Freddy Kid snitched William out. He was always aware that Golden Freddy was like, or that William was bad.
We should cut that out of the first one.
That was Afton's desire. No. What did Afton desire the Golden Freddy Kid to snitch him out in the sand? I don't think so.
Yeah, we should cut that part out. Because it makes far more sense for Golden Freddy Kid to have been controlled during that movie and then get set free as a result of...
Golden Freddy was
Abby
not
knowing.
aware? How does he snitch out Afton then? Why does that happen? Surely that's got to be like against the Afton code, dude.
The Afton Code.
Yeah, well, listen.
Guys,
Kill him if he gets too close, but by the way, I'm going to let the kid under my control literally say who I am. That don't make any sense. Yeah. There's no way. He has to be free. He has to not be under Afton's control. There's no way. Oh, God. But if he's not under Afton's control and he can teleport outside the pizzeria, why didn't he just teleport to Steve Raglan and kill him? Unless he doesn't know. No, he only knows the yellow rabbit. He only knows the yellow rabbit. That's right. He doesn't know who Afton is. Okay, problem solved.
yes.
So never mind. I almost thought the first movie was cooked for a second. He only knows the yellow rabbit. Okay.
So then he knows who Afton is as a result of Abby's drawings. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, God. How do we do this?
We
The
can
real
also
problem.
set up-
How do we make
The
it
actual
so
problem with
so
this
Golden
scene-
Freddy doesn't want Abby dead? How do we make
We
it
could
so
also
Golden Freddy
set it
doesn't want
up
Abby dead?
that Vanessa has wanted to try and get into the building multiple times, but every time she's gone, something is stopping her from going inside.
Yeah, we'll do that.
And when Mike goes in, he actually gets inside because Golden Freddy's not
Let's
trying
him,
to
yeah.
keep
Let's
him
him.
out.
Let's him in, yeah.
The actual
My thing is, though,
problem
how
the
do we
Fast
make it so
Talker.
Golden Freddy doesn't want to kill Abby? Because this is a big problem. Because that's his motive. His motive is to have a friend for them, because they're all trapped there.
Because I thought we were already under the... Wait, no. I thought we were already under the assumption that after the drawing situation that he was no longer under Afton's control.
He's never under Afton's control.
I thought we already established that he thought it was the Yellow Rabbit, not Afton, that killed him.
No, the other kids think the Yellow Rabbit's their friend. Golden Freddy knows the Yellow Rabbit's evil. The other kids don't even know the Yellow Rabbit's evil. Golden Freddy does.
I don't know. The first movie is so fucking...
Movie's trapped.
God.
All you have to do is remove that scene of him drawing it in the sand.
Yes, if you remove that scene of him drawing it in the sands, everything makes sense.
Yeah.
Which...
Okay,
we'll just say that
do
was
we just
aura
do
farming.
that?
Because technically nothing explicitly says it, we're just implied it. So we'll Scott Con this, okay? We'll do a little Scott Con. We'll
Yeah.
say that was a coincidence. It was
Okay,
just
no, we're not doing
a
that. We're just going to
little
take it out of the
fourth
first movie.
wall. Yeah.
Okay, we're just taking out, we'll call it Golden Snitch. There. Okay, so now it works. Okay, there we go. Okay, Fast Talker, why is that here?
Yeah, that's the big problem. It literally needs to be that Michael Afton put it there. Like, there's no other explanation.
But he couldn't get, under this he can't get in. Under this he can't get in, so we're cooked.
Fuck.
Can we just have her get the Fast Talker another way? Surely.
Ooh, yes, we can. Outside, we obviously had all the flyers. What if there is like some sort of shrine outside? In amongst the shrine is a Fast Talker.
Wait, that's
Wait a minute. What if they're just like at Fast Fest? and like Fast Fest is we just make Fast Fest a multi-day event instead of one night.
That is also true. That is also true.
Yeah, could win it at Fast Fest. Yep, let's do that. Mike, oh, got it. Oh, brain blast.
That's
Brain
why he
blast.
picks
Wait.
up the-
No, listen. Michael wants to cheer Abby up, right? But instead of giving her the prize off the ground, she says, you know what, to cheer you up, we'll go to Fast Fest. Boom!
Yes.
It's
Which
mint!
is him looking at all the posters. He grabs one
Fast
of those
Fest
and
is
the
a
murder
multi-day
poster
event.
goes to Fast Fest.
And Mike
Oh.
takes Abby
If you
there
were to do it naturally,
to
the
cheer
scene
her
would
up.
be him grabbing the paper saying Freddy's his murder, Abby saying, what's that? And him just grabbing one of the
Sees
Fast Fest.
both flyers on the door. Sees both flyers on the door.
Okay. So they see the classics totally fine inside, but her friends aren't there. So she's like, "Do you think that like my friends are at Faz Fest? Like my friends are celebrating, like the ghost kids, they're
What if
centralized over in the
Fast Talker
celebration."
had the
And
crying
Mike's like,
streaks that
maybe.
Mike wipes off before giving to Abby to explain
go.
why it's got
Let's get out of
glowing
this rundown.
eyes?
We can
collapsing
do
building.
that, maybe, Gonk, but we're going to put it at Fast Fest instead of just on the floor. Wow, you're making Fast Fest actually important at a 1.5 minute scene? Wait. That's
Crazy.
true. Okay, so boom. And then she can win a Fast Talker at Fast Fest or something. And you can say Michael planted them there, whatever, I don't care. Wins a Fast Talker at Faz Fest. Oh, it's so much better. It's so much better. Oh, Gibson. It's so much better than the actual movie. There's actually a reason for things to happen. Ave Maria. You know what? I think we need to celebrate by listening to Maury Mortimer's Christmas song.
Wait, that's true.
For 5 minutes.
Truth Nuke.
Mm-hmm.
Listening to Maury Mortimer's 35-minute video.
Then we already did the TV crew. So then the next scene would be Dream Theory. I don't know.
I took a trip down to Texas where I never thought I'd go. 'Cause I was on a mission this Christmas to knock on old Scott Cawthon's door.
He opened the door with a kind smile, a merry twinkle in
His eye
And before I could open my mouth, he said something that
almost made me cry.
He said, Andrew Wizard in the games, and Mike Trapp's fucking true.
No!
I'm bringing back FNAF AR, and Gregbot is canon too.
Impossible!
Never cared about the games.
They're fiction through and through.
By the way, Kelsey's the golden Freddy spirit, and I don't care about
Andrew do-ba-do-do. Yabba dabba dabba dee da da babba dee dabba dee ba da do.
Now I was flabbergasted to hear
Scott Cawthon say such things.
Gregbot is canon on Christmas.
Oh my God, David.
So I knew I had but one course of action. As December snow began to fall, I rolled up my sleeves and began to get ready for an
all-out Freddy Faz brawl.
Scott looked me in the eyes. His
smug joy had turned to fear.
He could tell this Phasmus day
Wouldn't be anything like last year.
My fists, they flew
Like Donner and Blitzen, and Scott was knocked out cold.
And I took a small prize.
What you see before your eyes, this jacket, exactly what I stole. Oh, holy bigness. And they've got the JoJo's poster. All right, anyways, back to business. Well, what are we doing? Talk about now?
I
Okay,
think
so
the
we
next is
actually.
Dream Theory.
Well,
That
so
would
we
be the
can't
next
just
thing.
say, oh, they went to Fast Fest and won it. Like, that needs to be a scene that we have to write now.
Well, obviously, yeah. But we could just
So
write the
that-
scene. It's not that hard. Just have them go there.
Let's write this scene.
Yeah. We'll literally just have them go there and then, like, play a game.
Is Cryo's theory
And give her
Cryo's
some, like,
theater
cotton
messed
candy
up?
shaped like Chica's head or something. You know, it's not that hard.
Because Cryo's theater seems to be missing a scene, if I'm not stupid.
Normal carnival scene. Okay.
But what game does she play? Is it thematically important to the movie?
She plays Midnight Motorist.
In 1987.
In
Pete,
1982 or 2002 or whatever.
Where's the yoga or her spin class scene?
Oh, I don't care about that. That's fine. I think that scene's actually
Yeah, that
functional.
can stay the same.
I think that scene's
I can't
functional.
find it in the movie in any way, shape, or form. I'm looking through all of this.
She plays Chica's Secret Party, imagine. All right, Dream Theory.
Yeah, let's save the spin class scene for the end of the movie. Now that would be good.
It's after the puppet possession. After the puppet.
That's the last scene.
The puppet's like, time to work out. Ugh. Okay.
But yeah, the next scene would have been a Dream Theory. Which makes sense because it's showing, hey, what did Mike do after the date? What
Wait,
did
wait,
Vanessa
wait,
do
hold
after
on.
the date?
For viewer satisfaction, can we have the game be like the one where you throw the balls at the clown heads, but instead you're throwing them at the balloon boys and you're hitting them in the face? You're throwing like giant
That's
baseballs
funny.
at Balloon Boy. And every time it hits, he goes, ah! Okay, let's do that. We'll do throw baseball at Balloon Boys. Holy
And the
bigness.
Carney is another YouTuber cameo. It's Dawko.
Hello guys, I work at Fast Fest. Is that Scott? Oh! Scott walks in. Hello, my name is Scott Cawthon. Thank you for sitting down for the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 movie. Holy peak.
No. Imagine Dawko walks onto the set and Scott's like, I already told you what your cameo is going to be. Put on the dog costume.
Sparky. No.
Doggo.
No.
Doggo, he returns.
Do they know about BB though? The person making Fast Fest would. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you mean? He's in the first movie. He's literally in the locker. 14. The provincial spirit is Cassidy. Balloon Boy is in locker 14. Okay. So, you guys, I gotta go take a piss, but rewrite the dream sequence. Alright. I'm counting on you, Shizu. Lock in.
Bro.
Okay. Why me specifically? Why not you too, Gibby?
Because I would just make it, I go full will care.
Wait, that's
He'd be
true.
like, I was a fantastic father and I loved you and your brother until your mother died tragically, giving me this, terrible habit where I had to drink to cope with my feelings, and that's why you thought that I was abusing you, because I wasn't there for you emotionally. But really, that was just a mistaken interpretation on your part, and really I was a kind and caring father, but reality turned me into a person who was unable to cope with modern society, so I decided to start killing children. But before this, I was completely normal, Vanessa. That he shouts all that, like, the scene where he's falling for a really long time. As he's falling in slow motion, he shouts that entire
He's still
that
throwing
paragraph.
his arms, not in slow motion.
Yeah.
So he's just that'd be so good. Yeah, no, I think we need to get rid of the falling scene. I want him as him being spring locked, like freshly spring locked, him picking himself back up after being spring locked.
So her, like, nightmare would be
Yes.
him escaping the back room.
It would be her childhood building over into the incidents during the events of FNAF 1, and then the end being him walking out with blood pouring from the springlock suit, and him saying probably the "I always come back" or something like that.
Okay, so
Because then
it's
it
almost
actually gives
like-
that line credence of why she would be scared of those words of "he will come back."
So yeah, it would almost be like watching the first movie from. Okay, so like young Vanessa. This is all from the
Yes.
perspective.
Because it
of young
even
Vanessa.
tries to do that where it makes her cop Vanessa
Mhm.
for like 2.5 seconds. So
Yes.
yes, it starts with young Vanessa, then goes into the FNAF 1 Vanessa, and then into him escaping the safe room.
Yeah, so like we can even see scenes from the climax of the first movie. He gets dragged in the back. She almost like follows him. And then he stands up and there's just blood pouring from all over him. And she turns to run and then like Kelsey jump scare. Like she physically runs into Golden Freddy Ghost. And then that causes her to wake up.
Yeah.
She's like, oh no. Do we keep Baby? I think we have to.
Most certainly we keep baby.
Someone in the chat just said, "Are we talking spoilers?" Yes, person who asked if we're talking spoilers. That's why
Well,
it's in the title of the
yeah.
video.
It'd
Cawthon,
be a little
tell you if it's
silly
about
to
the movie
rewrite a
spoilers.
movie we don't know.
Bruh.
No, baby needs to be in there. She's so important. Although we would get rid of like the toy blueprints or whatever was there. We're not giving a time period depicted for when she's made. I love you, Scott, and your really shitty way of doing dates if that is how you do it. But no, we're just having it be no dates given.
If Scott put her in the movie, it's
what do we come up
probably,
with?
Will care. If Scott put baby in the movie, it's probably because he has plans for her for a future movie. So I think it has to stay.
Yes. We're saying remove like the toy blueprints or just the blueprint dates in general, anything relating to time for the baby scene, and make it to where the entire dream sequence goes from her as a child to her in the FNAF 1 movie and ending with William leaving the safe room, blood dripping from his freshly spring-locked corpse.
Foreshadowing.
And him reiterating the "I always come back" line to double down on she's afraid he's coming back. He's gonna be back. That's what she's so scared of.
It can be a jump scare. So she goes to the back room.
Wait, a spring trap
he's sitting
jump
there.
scare.
He's sitting there motionless on the floor, and she kind of gets close to him, and then he reaches out and like grabs her leg or something, and looks at her and goes, "I always come back."
And then she turns.
She
She could like even like turn and see the Golden Freddy kid like watching over
That's
her.
exactly what I said. Yes. Yes.
Ooh, and specifically in the building up, we could also then reiterate Michael here as associated with Charlie's death.
In shadows. Oh, this would have been so mint. This would have been so mint. Dude, in the theater, we would have been like, we would have been popping off. This would have been so mint. Good thing we had the science fair instead.
Because then it actually gives a reason for him to say, "I always come back."
Yeah, because he is coming back. As the wait, that's peak.
We could
We're
have
better writers than Scott.
Before the recap of FNAF 1, we see from her childhood just like how, not just, "Oh, I'm gonna run down the hallway and the doors are opening," like actual scenes of her maybe like trying to escape the abuse, but he just keeps like beating her down, like, "No, you will do whatever I say."
Because the point should be, unlike Mike, who was fixated on one problem in his life and believed that everything was associated with Garrett's death, this would be Vanessa realizing she has too much trauma to stay within one memory. It's all building up within inside of her because she hasn't confronted any of it.
To her whole life, it was one day for Mike. Well, obviously, he suffered constantly, but, you know.
Yeah.
She constantly suffered from different events over and over again.
Vanessa's childhood, there could be a part where she like tries to get out of the situation, and William's like, "You thought you could like run away from me? Like, no, I will, wherever you go, I will be behind every door you open. I will be watching you through every
I'm gonna give you a Fazbear's Fright.
I care about you.
Don't you know I will care?
But then when he says, "I always come back," she's like, "Oh no, even now that I think he's dead, he is still watching me. This is part of my trauma."
Wait, that's good writing. Okay. Now for the important question. Should I get KFC or Wendy's? What are we thinking? I'm not feeling Taco Bell today. I'm not feeling it. KFC or Wendy's?
I'm gonna say Wendy's, but I also don't eat KFC that often, so maybe they got something new. But last time I checked, KFC is more of a I'm with the family, I'm trying to have a big dinner kind of.
All right,
thing.
Chat's saying Wendy's.
Is,
all right, chat, bad.
I'm getting a 4 for $4 or whatever, the $5 biggie bag or whatever.
Yeah, the biggie bag.
Yeah.
Biggie bag.
That's what I'd run.
All right, we'll get 4 chicken tenders and a spicy chicken sandwich. Time to engage in Big Mac activities.
Elite.
I like to eat like 900 things whenever I eat anywhere. I'm just like, Kirby. Then my metabolism just burns it all up. I can't wait for it until like 4 years when I can't do that anymore. I was eating as much as Gibby when we were like watching the movie together, had our like little movie vacation, and he's like 6'8", and I'm like 2 feet tall, and we were eating the same amount of food. I was just like, so.
It was quite funny because Unwithered kept like having crash outs about American portion sizes.
As I sit there and inhaling them all with my 5'8", mostly athletic physique. Mostly
He bought
lean
the
physique.
large popcorn. He bought the large popcorn, and he took a picture of it to send his family back home. And then I put the extra large popcorn next to his bucket, and he literally is speechless. And I'm like,
Yeah,
mine comes
Unwithered
with
had like
3
one
refills.
American soda from Subway, and he was like, "What the hell is this?"
So the next scene after this would be the Faz Talker luring Abby to the new Freddy's.
Should we have a scene of the? Okay, well, we have our first problem. How does the puppet, even in the original
I was
movie, how does the
also
puppet know who the
wondering.
hell Abby is?
Okay, so in this version, Abby thinks, because Mike puts it in her brain, they're like, oh, maybe your ghost friends are at Fast Pass. So she gets it when it starts talking to her. She's like, oh, it's my ghost friends. In the movie, the puppet has control because it's from the FNAF 2 location originally. And
So
that's
it's
all
just
that
tied
matters.
into it. Yeah,
So
via
it's
the network.
connected to the
It's just-
system.
It's tied to all Fast Talkers. Yeah.
Because I forgot about the scene where she's specifically talking to it, saying, "Guys, can you hear me? It's Abby."
So we're doing the Tom Riddle's
Guys?
diary. We're doing a Tom Riddle type beat. You know,
Yeah.
just
Yep.
pouring all her emotions into this Fast Talker.
She can say, she can be very overt and be like, guys, it's me, Abby. Like, I haven't seen you guys since the giant rabbit man took
Tom
you
Riddle
away.
type beat.
And then Charlotte looks up and goes like, wait, giant rabbit man took away a child? I must speak with this Abby person.
If we want to place it anywhere, we could just directly have it build off of Mike goes to bed after Faz Fest. She's sitting there talking to it, and then it starts going off of.
So is it
Abby.
only a coincidence that Abby has the prize? I think we could just have a
That's the
big
feel.
selection of prizes.
Yeah.
And
Should be
remember. Z now Corica. In the original cut of the movie, Abby's drawn to the Fast Talker anyway because of what it says you can do. Talk to your friends or whatever, right? So we could just have it that all the other kids are picking like real toys, like holy shit, a Freddy action figure, holy shit, right? And we'll have her pick a what's I gonna say? We'll have her pick
So literally,
the
the
Fast Talker.
Carney can be like, Abby can be like, what is it? And the Carney goes, oh, it lets you talk to Freddy. And she's like, oh, I've been trying to talk to my friends. I have to have that one.
Oh, Flipside says we need a reason for the puppet to want to lure Abby because she's a child. That's true. The puppet shouldn't
Well, like
give
what
a
I just
frick.
said. Abby says into the box, like, I haven't seen you since the yellow rabbit incident. And then
But
Charlotte's like, oh,
okay,
she
so
knows
in
the
this
rabbit.
does Charlie actually blame the yellow rabbit? Because Vanessa overtly says that Charlie literally does not care that Afton killed her. Couldn't blame him. Couldn't care less. Charlie couldn't care less that Afton
Well,
killed
she
her.
wouldn't even know that Afton was the one responsible for her death.
Well, she
because
does
knows
because Vanessa
Liverpool.
says as much in the movie.
Oh, wait,
Yes,
yeah,
we
you're
cut
right,
that
you're right.
line, because that line is silly.
We just cut the line. Wait, Hyperdroid. That's
Wait, that's true.
that's true.
True.
This guy said the movie is an 8 out of 10. Laughing face emoji. Okay.
Because I want it to still be, she's just upset at adults.
Yeah. So back to what I was saying. How do we get the puppet to be like?
See, now we're running into one of the biggest issues with this entire movie. We have a McKenna Grace who's already possessed by the
Yes,
puppet.
correct.
And
So why do we need
has
Abby?
human fingers, has
Yeah,
everything.
Yeah.
So why does the puppet need Abby? What's so special about Abby? Because there's no way Charlie already knows that Abby has some connection to Vanessa. There's
Abby has
no
to
way
mention Vanessa
Charlie
to
can
them.
just.
Abby literally needs to recite the first movie into the Fast Talker and be like, guys, I
That
haven't seen
would then
you
be
since...
why
I
the puppet
haven't
only
seen
contacts
you.
her.
Yeah, I haven't seen
Yeah,
you
yeah,
since the
because
giant
because it
rabbit
knows she
and
knows Vanessa. Yeah, it knows she knows
And
Vanessa.
yeah,
She can
Okay.
say Vanessa and
So we're
Mike.
putting special emphasis on the Tom Riddle type beat for this one. Okay.
Yeah, she can mention Vanessa and Mike.
Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah,
Charlotte
yeah,
will
yeah,
think,
yeah.
oh, Vanessa and Mike, the two siblings. And that makes Mike and Michael having the same name literally matter for the plot.
Yeah.
yes.
That's true. Oh yeah. Even the
Because
puppet
at
will
this
think
point,
it's
we
okay.
still haven't seen Michael Afton at this point, so everyone just thinks Mike is Mike.
Mentions Vanessa
Yes.
and Mike into
We're still building up that.
Stalker.
Why did Mike
Puppet
give permission to the
knows it
team to go to that
can
other
use
place?
as leverage? Okay, now we need a reason that the puppet does not just like type into the computer itself. So Oh wait, no, we can remove its mind
Just
control
in the
powers now.
bathroom.
Yeah, we can remove its mind control powers. We're
Yeah.
good. We're good.
Just
All
take
right.
out the line where she says, "Always hide behind doors" at the end of the movie,
Yeah.
and that works.
Yeah. Take out dumb doors line. Okay, boom. Oh, it's peakness. It's peakness. And then we just do this. We just do the same. The whole come find us thing. We just keep that the same.
Yeah, and she rides to Freddy's, and then she meets
Okay.
Chica, and then we don't
And then,
really
yeah,
see
and
the
then-
scene.
Wait, but why is Vanessa there
Vanessa
again?
goes
In
the
the
next day.
original movie. Oh, we just keep it
What
the same.
if the Faz talker is present
Yeah,
when
like
she
Abby
has
goes,
the
comes
story
back,
on the bus
Vanessa
again?
goes to Mike's house, talks to Abby, and
Yep,
Abby
sees
says,
that
"I
she has
went
the
to
drawing.
Freddy's."
Okay, so
Also-
keep everything the same up until the Henry cameo.
No, up
Okay,
until
here's what I
Mike and
wanna
Vanessa have
change.
their argument,
I
where
wanna
Oh,
change
Mike's
truth,
like,
that.
"I can tell
noob.
you, Abby's in danger," and Mike's like, "Well, I'm mad at you."
want Henry mentioned in that conversation yet. I don't want Mike to have already contacted Henry yet.
Well,
I
but
want it to
then
be-
they have to like, but then the movie would end
Yes.
faster because they'd be like valid and they'd
Here's-
go to the place together, and then he'd be like actually realistic.
Here's my difference.
Okay.
I want Vanessa to have found out somehow about the missing crew. She pursues Mike, goes, "Hey, a bunch of people died at Freddy's. We need to go find out if Afton is going and killing those people over at the other Freddy's." And Mike's like, "Vanessa, we're supposed to be moving on from this. I already told you William's not there. I went there. He's not
my
there."
priority is Abby or something.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not going to risk putting Abby in danger just to go on your
Well,
little
Abby doesn't have to go.
imaginary,
Hmm.
yeah, your imaginary William Afton still being alive kind of story, and her being like, "Mike, you just have to listen to me. It's seriously the problem." And since he already doesn't know about what happened to Charlotte, doesn't know about any of this stuff yet, we then don't have him just weirdly being like, "No, we can't go." Huh?" It should be, "I want to keep Abby safe. I'm not playing into your delusions, Vanessa. Stop. We're supposed to be moving on."
Yeah,
And
just
her
tell
being
her
like,
tell her
"Well,
that sounds like
fine.
a problem for the
If-
police or something.
If you're not going to help go find what happened to those people, I'm going to go find out.
Yeah, just have Mike tell her that's a problem for the police. Or something,
Yes.
something like that, yeah.
Because
Alright,
then
so
that
instead of-
argument actually makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah. Mike's priority.
Which then pursues
is
him
Abby.
to...
Like she's not the
distinctly remind
police.
him
I think
to
that
go
would be the
and
point of
contact
this slide. Also, isn't she on leave? I'm pretty sure Vanessa's on leave.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But that's the thing. Wouldn't Vanessa also tell Mike like, "Hey, Abby's drawing this weird stuff at the Freddy's we've already been to."
Yes.
So how do we make
Which
it so
then
Mike
throws
doesn't care about that?
Because Mike doesn't know about the other Freddy's yet. He
Yeah,
hasn't,
but now he does.
He hasn't been Henry's or anything yet. He doesn't know it's another Freddy's.
Yeah,
And
but she could just. Why wouldn't she
Vanessa
just
doesn't
say
wanna
like,
let her
"No,
know.
Mike, that's like a different Freddy's, dude. That's like a different one."
Well, it's the same reason why he doesn't know why it is inside of that scene in the first place, because he doesn't talk to Henry until after he's already seen the drawings. So
Yeah, but like,
Abby would have already
so we
drawn
just,
them.
so we just have to hit him with the. Like he's just not listening.
Mike
Yes.
can just be like, Vanessa can be like, she's drawing the other Freddy's, and Mike can be like, no, she's just drawing Faz Fest stuff. Look, she saw the toys at Faz Fest.
Yes.
Okay, that
He
works. That
believes
works.
that there is no other Freddy's.
Yeah.
He went to Freddy's. There was no
He
William Afton
thinks
there.
she is drawing images from the Faz Fest they just went to.
And Vanessa can even be like, but like, how do you know? And Mike can be like, don't you think I'd know if my sister, like, I don't know, snuck out of the house more than once? Like, she just snuck out. You're saying I would notice if she did it again? Are you calling Abby a bad kid? I gave her a direct order to not
Yeah.
sneak out after we went to Freddy's 1.
Okay, and so
be
then
like, "No,
Vanessa goes to investigate alone. Okay. And
Yes.
then,
And Mike goes to Henry.
yeah, scene plays out of blackmail for code.
'Cause after the argument, it's distinctly Vanessa showing up, I think, to Freddy's. I'm not going to lie. Yes,
so-
because
Yeah.
she does go and investigate it herself, just like in the movie.
Yes, yep.
So yes, it would be the next scene is her going there, finding the crew dead, and then us setting up for the science fair, which we are not going to have Michael be like, actually, I have something more important to go do.
Mhm.
Screw you, Abby.
Okay. Good. Okay, so then... Yeah, place it the same way where they'll get let out, right? The animatronics will get let out.
Yes.
Well, so
We're over halfway done
they-
already. Oh my god.
they can only be let out. We have to do the whole Abby scene. Like, Abby only goes there and then becomes hostage because the teacher breaks her Chica thing.
yes.
So, like, does Toy Chica have a 3D printer in this version?
No, we were gonna. We were
wanna
establishing.
I really want to.
We're establishing that Abby actually is like learning robotics, and we'll put that into play next movie with helping her help Mike defeat Springtrap with like a lure or something.
Yeah, but I
So-
just mean, like, what does she...
The
Wood.
only
I said
problem I'm
wood,
noticing
'cause
here
they'd have that at
is
school.
why
That's
does
more realistic than
Charlie
3D printer.
want Abby in the first place under this interpretation? Because I can think we can find a way to fudge it to where Vanessa does give the code without having Abby run back to Freddy's for this situation. We can have both Mike and Abby at the science fair and somehow make it to where Vanessa gives the code. But then what did
the puppet goes,
need Abby for?
I helped Abby make her science project, but it's a bomb.
I
will
put bombs
blow
in her
everyone up.
belongings.
Put bombs in her
They
belongings.
call me the bomb
Vanessa.
thief.
It would
Yeah,
need
this
to be
first
something
release.
that
It's a
can like
bomb.
bypass the control from the very beginning. I don't know.
I like how not only does
How
Toy
do
Chica
you
have a 3D printer, she also has a grenade for that to work. Dun, 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 dun. Yoni, that's out of pocket. Damn. What are these bloods doing in my chat?
Chat, help us out. How do we write down on this?
Dad, help us. How do we make it so that...
I think we should
'Cause
give the
I
next one to
feel so
Gorger
weird.
Lucas, so Jarjat can be the key to all this. Thank you.
I feel so weird about the
Gorger
Abby
Lucas.
being leveraged plotline.
Jarjat.
I'll get rid of her.
Jar
Because
Jam
the whole point is
bonks?
she's supposed to hate adult, or yeah, she's supposed to hate adults.
Yeah.
So without pulling the random, I might kill Abby if you don't listen to me. What can we use Abby for in Charlie's plan?
Nothing.
She can be like, okay, Vanessa, I'm going to keep you here in the pizzeria forever. Eventually,
What if
Abby
Charlie's
will come back.
actually
Abby was here
luring
last
Abby
night.
over because she wants
If you don't
a
give me
friend
what I
her
want,
age, but then
when Abby
Vanessa
comes
being
in,
present gives her
I'm
the
gonna,
idea
like,
to break out.
I'll just possess
Just
her.
have her be bluffing, and she doesn't know. And Vanessa can't tell if she's bluffing or not. There.
No, she's just like, the next time Abby comes in, I'll kill her.
Wait,
give
that
me
might
password.
work. It's specifically in the security office. They could have played old security footage implying that Abby is still in the building and pretending that they have Abby, even though Abby's at the science fair.
So what is
That's
Abby doing?
true.
Just actually building good robots that function?
She'd be at the science fair. She should just
No,
be
so
at
like
the science fair.
the
arguing
night that she was at Freddy's, when in the real movie Toy Chica had a 3D printer,
Yeah.
can just be Abby meddling with her project with Chica, like, talking to her.
Yeah, with
Very
blueprints.
good,
Because you
Abby.
know, Charlie is the daughter of an inventor. She could probably tell her some additional things to
Yeah.
add to the character. So instead of actually building it, she's just giving her tips on how to build the animatronics.
Okay.
They were just being friendly.
Yeah. Because I don't want Mike randomly disappearing.
To go to Henry, you mean?
Yes.
No.
So we'll just have camera footage captured by Charlie for leverage.
Yes.
Yeah, so
Because
Vanessa
now
thinks
Abby
Abby's
has
Yeah.
camera footage of the toy animatronics being around Abby.
And then we can wait. We can
And
finally
McKenna
have the
Grace can just
mythical.
type it.
We can finally have the mythical. Toy Chica just picks up a pencil.
No, McKenna
hit the
Grace can
keys.
just do it.
Oh,
She has
okay.
fingers.
Oh wait, true. Puppet hits keys themselves. Lamau. Okay. All right, we've finally reached the last few scenes of the movie. This is crazy. Isn't that
think-
crazy? Isn't that crazy?
Okay,
Now we
so
need to do the
McKenna
Henry
Grace.
scene within a way that it would work.
So,
We've
yes,
got
but
so much to do.
I think McKenna Grace and the toys, now that they're free, can just leave the building. And she turns
Yes.
to Vanessa, and it's a little contrived, but it can be a little stupid. And she goes like, I won't kill you, but they will. And then the Wizards come out, and Vanessa needs to play FNAF 2.
I mean, that could be FNAF true.
That could be FNAF true.
What's Mike doing this whole time, though? Henry?
He's still at the science fair.
Wait, what?
I
Wait,
think
we should have
he's
him.
at
We
the
should have him
science
doing
fair.
Henryisms.
I want Henryisms to be a response to why the freak are these toy animatronics now roaming the streets? What did Vanessa do?
Oh wait, so we're just gonna
Henry
have
was a
Mike
genius.
actually be there for his sister. Holy optimal. Never mind.
Yes.
Yes. Henry,
Mike is
the genius
actually-
inventor, is the
I-
judge of the science fair.
I was wanting Mike to angrily
I feel like
call
that'd be a
Vanessa.
bit of PTSD for him, dude. Having like
I would
the
want him
see the-
angrily
all the Fast
asking
Fest stuff.
Vanessa, hey, why are there animatronics inside just roaming the streets right now? And her saying, Charlie, she made me do it. Charlie, Emily, she made me put in the code and everything. And him being like, Emily, where have I heard the name Emily before? And remembering that on the thing, it was the phone number for Henry Emily. That is what leads him to Henry.
Or what if Mike just went like after the science fair
That could work too.
and Abby actually won despite the odds? Question mark. Like even with the guy trying to sabotage her? Question mark. No.
So no
Yeah.
Toy Chica killing the guy. She just literally wins the
No, because that
science
doesn't
fair.
make sense anyway. Why is she walking across town to go to a science
True.
event when she could kill
I
90
agree.
times more grown-ups just
True.
on the street?
Yeah, we can get rid of that. We can get rid
Yeah,
of
the
that.
toys are
Yes.
just going to Faz Fest to slaughter everyone.
That's where Abby goes after the science fair.
But at the science fair, we should still have a scene where he gets like hit in the nuts by something for haha funny effect.
yes. So Mike trusts, he already went to the Faz Fest before, so he believes that Abby is safe by going to Faz Fest, which is what gives him
Okay, all right.
time
Can
to
Abby
go
get
and
can Abby get like
Henry.
second place?
Yeah.
Okay.
David Gregoryson
Gets
gets
first,
first
yeah.
place, and Abby's
Abby
happy
gets
for
like
him,
second
so
or
there's no hard
third.
feelings.
Yep.
I think
It's a fight.
teacher
Gregory
destroys it.
Davidson.
Michael picks a fight, remembers he's gonna go to jail or some shit.
No, we're not gonna have this
Um,
guy destroy it. That should have never happened. The guy should have got fired. Stupid. just have him be an asshole. Just have him exist to challenge Abby as a character. Be like, well, you're stupid, aren't
You're a
you?
dick, Mr.
And have her be like,
Bird.
no, I'm not freaking stupid, dude.
Michael
Gregory
should
Davidson.
definitely
That's the
stand
sandy.
up
That's
for
the sandy-haired kid's name now. Hybridroid.
That's what
The
we've
the
decided.
sandy-haired
the
kid.
striped shirt
He's
kid.
yes.
Yeah.
His name is now Gregory Davidson. Okay, so Gregory Davidson wins.
Truth.
Okay.
So no Henry Judge.
Oh wait, that's true.
No,
We're
I
gonna
don't
have to
think we do
find
Henry
another
Judge.
way to get Corey into the movie.
I think school actually has more than one teacher. I think that'd be
Oh,
optimal.
that's
The
how we
school-
can do it. We can just have it to where after the science fest, she gets into the cab to go to Faz Fest as he drives to go to Henry's,
Mhm.
and that's where the Corey cameo
Yeah, and
is.
instead of having like there actually be a jump scare, just have him constantly checking over his shoulder, scared. Like, like yeah.
Mike can entrust Abby to Jeremiah.
Wait a second.
To
Would
go to
no.
Faz.
I was gonna say Mike's not putting Abby in a random cab with this guy. That's not happening.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's why
Put
he lets
him
her go with
with
Jeremiah, so he can go to
Jeremiah.
Henry.
Gives Jeremiah an actual
Okay.
important
Jeremiah
plot.
takes Abby to Faz Fest as a reward for epic win.
Yes.
There we go. Okay.
And Mike goes to meet Henry.
And then Mike goes to meet Henry. All right. Shadow Bonnie in the car, somebody said. Okay. All right. The Henry scene. All right. How are we going to do this? Keep in mind, Vanessa's still trapped in a locker, so we got to figure out how to get her out of that somehow. Or do you mean, or did she just win
actually
FNAF 2?
tells him, he actually lore dumps on him. Vanessa.
Well, let's do Henry first.
wins
Henry
FNAF
first. Henry
2.
first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He actually gives him important information, like I was William Afton's business partner.
Optimal
Yes.
lore dump. Got it. Optimal. Okay.
Wait, your brother was Garrett? Yes, I know exactly what happened to him. William Afton put him in Balloon Boy.
Okay.
Snap his neck.
Chat, can we report this guy? Next, he's gonna say that winning twins.
I can't
Oh.
die when in twins.
Okay, what do we what now? He lore dumps about. Wait a sec, why is Mike even going there in the first place?
saw the
Because
flyer.
we had the flyer, and we didn't include that section.
But is that
did we?
inconsistent
Yeah, no,
with
we
his new Spider-Man 2 motive of fuck all this shit, I only care about Abby?
I would assume Vanessa would have mentioned something that would make him want to go and investigate Henry as a result.
We could have something where like he's still not fully let go of Garrett, maybe. Oh no, but that kind of fucks his arc up.
He
He
could.
sees the high school. Previous science fair winners. They always take a photo of the first and second place winner. And then there's a big wall. And they
William
go
and
to put the
Henry.
picture of Garrett and Abby on the wall, or you know what I mean. And it's
Yeah.
William and Henry.
Okay. I mean, a little coincidental they both went to that high school as kids. Wait, they're 11-year-olds. This is stupid.
Middle school, yeah.
That's dumb.
Why?
They'd have to be adults.
Afton's not British in this one. They just grew up in this town.
Could we have them be the judges? How about that? Let's have them be the judges in the previous one instead.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so he
okay.
recognizes William, and then he goes, "Who's this other guy?" And someone goes, "Henry Emily." And then he looks at the flyer and he's like, "Oh no, the name is on the flyer. I
Mike
need to speak with this
sees
man."
Henry as a previous judge who was William partner isms. Okay. So optimal lore dump. So then he was curious in this one. Okay. What could he possibly tell Mike to make this scene not
Daughter
worth
was
nothing?
Charlotte.
Because in the original movie, the original scene just is not. It's a nothing burger. Nothing happens.
I was William Afton's partner. My daughter died on the premises. They said it was an accident, but then the kids went
Afton,
missing, and I realized it was
partner,
William. And then he
Charlie
probably killed my
death.
daughter too.
Yep. MCI.
And then I
And
didn't act
of
on it because
course-
I'm a weakling.
Reaffirming the there is a second location and being
Yes.
like, oh wait, Vanessa wasn't making that up.
Yep.
Mike, I will go with you with this music box.
Which then he calls Vanessa. Vanessa doesn't answer.
Doesn't
Him
answer.
being like, "Hey, Vanessa, I just talked to
Wait,
Henry
problem.
Emily.
Why
She's
does
like, you were
Michael leave
talking
to go to Freddy's if this
Okay.
is... If
Well, because
Abby's,
he
at,
thinks
Abby's at
Vanessa's in
Fast Fest.
danger.
Abby's at Fast Fest.
Yes."
He goes,
thinks
"Abby is
Vanessa's
safe with
in
Jeremiah at Fast Fest. I need to go save Vanessa."
Well, how does he know Vanessa's there at the other
Because
Freddy's?
Vanessa said, because Vanessa goes, "Well, I
Yes,
think Abby
'cause
went to the
Vanessa
other
was
Freddy,
gonna
so I'm going to go
investigate
there."
it herself. Remember?
Yeah, that's the last thing Mike heard.
But how does he
yesterday.
know she's still there? And
Because she
not
won't
like...
answer her phone.
Yeah,
Her
she
house
won't answer her
phone.
phone.
Because it's 2002 and she doesn't
So
have a
he
cell
thinks
phone.
something's
Okay,
gone wrong.
sure, why not? Vanessa not answering house phone. What if Mr. Berg was a Fazbear animatronic technician when Charlie is... Yeah, we said that earlier, actually. That was one of our ideas. Like, we wanted the ideas for it.
What if,
What if
Mr.
Vanessa
Berg was a
sends Henry
Fazbear
an
animatronic
email?
technician when Charlie is Merc D,
That'll be funny.
making his
From
hatred
the
attributable
FNAF
to
2
Fazbear's
office?
smear campaign?
I will go with
Hey,
you.
Hen, need some help. Kind of have
Yeah.
withered animatronics attacking me right now.
I'm just an old man facing consequences. Only peak. Okay. So now,
What if
so now
Vanessa
Mike
sends
and
an email
Henry
while she was
go.
doing FNAF 2 during the
Yes.
meeting?
This the purple guy's son.
All right, what do we do now? Because now Mike and Henry are going to the pizzeria.
Because
So
now we're getting
Mike
into the scene where
and Hen
distinctly
go pizza.
that's where Mike goes and finds Vanessa inside the locker where she's trapped, and then walking throughout the building.
Okay, we're gonna have Henry be like Van Helsing.
Yeah,
We've
yeah,
already
that's the role he should
established
have.
Yeah.
the withered animatronics. So Vanessa is being attacked by the withered animatronics. Mike and Henry pull up and they get rid
okay.
of the withered animatronics. Is that what we're doing?
Henry can help them play FNAF 2, so Henry helps play FNAF 2. And then we need some way for Henry has to be the one to use the music box for thematic-isms.
He's the
Henry has to
technician
be the
who
one
created
to
them.
use the
He
music
should know
box.
how to deactivate.
Yeah.
He's the one that like tells them, "Hey, put on the mask. It'll allow."
Yeah, this.
if
Henry helps to play
Trick or
FNAF 2.
Treat
Yeah,
games."
this. Henry helps to play FNAF 2.
Yeah.
Okay. Henry has to be the one to use the music box. How do we set up this scene? How does this happen? We have to stop the McKenna Gracie Annette. Wait,
That
bigger
way
problem.
she's
Bigger
still-
problem. She's outside. Yeah. She's not here
Yeah,
yet.
she's
Business
outside.
day. Okay.
Which
They
she probably
just
went to
saved
Fast
Vanessa
Fest, I would
from the
assume,
Wizards.
Okay.
along with the animatronics.
They save Vanessa from the Wizards, and Vanessa goes, "They're heading to Fast Fest."
How does Vanessa know this?
And Mike's like, that's where Abby is. Because McKenna Grace told her, like, I'm going to kill everyone at FazFest.
Okay, fair enough.
And Mike's
Because
like,
we can say that the villain is stupid enough to reveal their plan because the villain is like 9 years old. Okay,
Yes, yeah.
Villain reveals plan. Villain had revealed. They go to FazFest. Go to FazFest because Charlie spoiled plan. Lol. Okay.
So, okay, there can be something like, okay, no music box that Henry has. In the beginning, instead of them breaking it, McKenna Grace just closes it. So while Mike is playing FNAF 2, Henry and Vanessa have to, like, sneak around the pizzeria, like, go back down to where the Puppets box is to get the music box before they can leave. So that's the little action scene. Mike
So does Henry know?
watch them on
Henry
the
has to know
cameras.
Charlotte's in the puppet in this version, right?
Vanessa would have told him, yeah.
Okay, so...
Which
Okay,
means we'll get
okay.
some emotional scenes of Henry interacting with the robots that are under the control of Charlie.
Yes.
But in that
Please,
case,
Brother Foxy,
in
it's
that
your
case, the
father.
music box should have been Charlotte's to begin with. The one playing should have been the one Henry gave her to begin with.
Yes.
Okay.
Which makes the most sense.
Yeah. So this whole scene, Mike is now in the office. He needs to like watch the
And if you want
cameras.
an explanation, just say Charlie had the music box with her when she died, because that's like her one thing from her dad. And then Afton put it down there later. Like Afton took the music box that was Henry's. You know, you can explain it away. So
Yes.
Henry grabs his old music box from basement.
And Mike can still decapitate Balloon Boy. It's fine.
Mike fucking kills Balloon Boy. Okay. All right. So now Mike, Hen, and Vanny go Faz. So
Charlie, my
toys
daughter,
on the
I knew you
run.
would return as well. It's
All
in
right,
your nature to
toys
protect.
on the run.
The toys definitely kill people.
Guys, what if we
That's
actually made the
clean.
toys have advanced mobility, guys, like they're supposed to, and they don't move at 1 mile an hour?
Yep. Yep.
They actually start
Instead of
luring and killing.
yes, instead of hunting in random houses for
Yes,
some
they actually
reason,
start luring and killing people
they're
at Faz Fest.
actually just killing people at FazFest.
And then can we have Michael Afton wearing a Foxy mask at Faz Fest? Holy peak.
Yes.
Yes, watching
we'll do that later,
everything
we'll do that
that's
later,
going
we'll do that
down
later.
from the distance
We'll
in
do
a
that later.
Foxy mask, that would be good.
Yep.
Yes.
Michael keeping distance. We'll have a shot of
'Cause
Michael keeping
remember,
distance.
He has been watching all of this go
Yeah,
down,
yeah,
and
yeah,
now
yeah,
that
yeah.
the animatronics and everyone's left Freddy's,
Shot
that gives
of
him the perfect
mysterious
opportunity
man in
to go
Foxy
back
mask watching.
to the FNAF 2 location.
Oh, this is so
and take
peak.
control over the
This
toys.
is so big. Okay. Can we take the spring locks out of the toys?
Can we still have the scene where Mangle gets thrown through the window?
Can we have the scene where
That
Mangle
was
gets
peak.
thrown through the window? How do we do that?
We can
They
still
would
Wait,
have
have
facts.
to-
How the fuck is
okay,
Mangle walking around
they-
at Faz Fest? People are not going to think that's a costume. There's no way anyone buys that's a costume.
Well, she's going to be
It's a
hidden
robot.
like above everybody else.
In the
Such a
sky?
little shtick. Yes.
It's
Like in the
outside.
movie.
Yes, and it's at a bunch of buildings. It's a community like event.
We can get like Jeremiah and
All right, whatever.
Abby,
Mangle on the
like,
skyscrapers.
Jeremiah puts like Abby in the car and like they drive away and Mangle climbs on the car. So
Tell
now
me
it's
that
like
would
a,
not be badass
Jumps.
TV.
Jumps on car
That-
during getaway. There you go.
That would be our bite of 87, having
But
her
eh,
lured
instead,
down
instead
from
of
the top
having
of
them
the
crash
building
into a
and
random
stab-
person's house, can they drive back to FNAF 2 and catch Michael or something?
I'm gonna need you to reiterate.
Why would
that
they be
'cause I didn't
driving?
get
Wait, why
There.
doesn't Henry just shut down the toys while they're at FNAF 2? Fuck.
because
Here.
the computer doesn't have that capability in this version.
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair
can.
enough. Fair enough. Yep. Computer can't shut down toys.
No.
All right.
Okay, so the mission is they need to get Abby to FNAF 1 to do something.
What?
Like they need to put Abby in the classic animatronic location.
Okay. Well, first of all, where does Michael go? How does this play out? So Michael's watching the toys kill people, smiling or whatever.
Yes, I think he would then go to the FNAF 2 location now that everyone's left in order to take control of the toys in a later.
But you can't do that in this universe. Otherwise, Henry would have just done it.
You can't
Just stop.
deactivate them.
Michael
but-
Afton's plan is just to kill a bunch of people. In the original movie, it's
What if
literally just I
Charlie's
want to
targets
kill
were
everyone.
Okay, so what's he gonna
changed
do when they
from
stop
parents to
start stopping
Fazbear
Charlie? Or does he not know they're
employees
stopping
at that
Charlie yet?
time? Was that considered already?
He doesn't know anything besides the toys and the
Are killing
puppet
people?
are
Okay.
going around killing
Okay.
people.
Okay. So what do we have now? What happens now? Now they start killing people, and Mike Henry
So
and
they start
Vanessa
killing
get
people. Like Henry and Vanessa get there to save Abby, who's still with Jeremiah.
there.
Maybe there's a scene where
Abby
Gregory Davidson is like in
car.
trouble, and you're
He-
like, wait, are they actually about to kill
dies.
another child in this movie?
Imagine, no, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, they put him in crying child shirt, and you're like,
He's gonna get
are they
bit.
about to
No.
sacrifice
Okay.
this child?
What if Charlie's targets were changed from parents to Fazbear employees at the time? I think we can have her just wreaking havoc at the thing. We don't need to make her motivation. We will have to make Charlie a good guy. You can make her a spirit that is like not ethically correct. You know, getting murdered as a child is reason enough to be, you know, angry. So I mean, it's still like you can relate. It's sympathetic. It's still sympathetic, you know. Okay. Take Abby in their car. All right, now what? They drive to FNAF 1? Question mark.
Yeah, they need to like. How do they stop them? How do they stop the robots?
Yeah, that's the next thing we need to convey.
Besides just killing them, I guess, with their car.
All right, what if all the classics came out of fucking nowhere and then ripped them in half?
With the Avengers theme song
As-
playing.
Guys, I think I am Scott Cawthon. Boy Bonnie says, I'll kill you, and that's no theory. Holy cinema. Okay.
I'll
so
be
how does-
killing
how do we
the
do
them.
next
this? How do we
step
do this?
would be they need to find the puppet. I feel like that'd be the next implication, right? They need to
But
find the
isn't the
puppet,
puppet-
and activate the
Oh, yeah.
music box.
So is the puppet